In that case, hello everyone, welcome to Retro Book Club. I finally returned. I've been gone for a week, and we're finally back to dumb BS hours. I streamed yesterday, and I had a fuck ton of issues, so that's why you see technical difficulties edition.
Ah, so there's technical difficulties in the mouth. I see.
Oh man, motor mouth syndrome really fucking sucks, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I tried to stream. My stream fucking died at one point. I had frame drops out the ass, and I had audio issues for days. Christ. Let's hope that all that is fixed, because if it isn't, I'm going to be fucking mad. But that's beside the point. We're here now, we're here with retro games, and as usual, you got me and Nick, your two hosts with the most that's usually here for retro. Say hi, Nick.
Hi. I totally have good games for you today.
Whenever you say that, you lie.
Promises! Promises!
Anyways, and let's get to the three people that we've called that are probably going to be unlucky because they have to play Nick's game he says is good, but who knows what kind of good that is. First of all, we have Anon Kobold.
Hello.
Next up, we have Polk Kitsune, who is quiet.
What? Wait, who?
Good intro, bud. Good intro. And last but not least, we have Veritasu.
I'm insane!
We're all insane if you decide to play Retro Book Club.
Welcome to the club. Here's a lousy t-shirt.
Oh boy. We got the games, we got the people. Nick, what is our order, please?
Today, we have rolled the order of Veritasu, Anon, then me, Polk, and lastly Toon. Sorry, Toon, you're going last
hey.
again. Welcome back, buddy.
The good old adage of me either going first or last is come back again. Cool.
Tradition.
Criminy, that I guess some things never change, huh? Alright, well, okay then. Veritasu, how about you tell us about your game, mate?
Well, I decided to bring us something from the land of the rising sun. Didn't come out over here, unfortunately, but it's a very special game. It's
Oh, it sure is. I've seen this, and people are without instructions, people are gonna get very lost in this for the beginning.
It's probably one of the most unique racing games to have come out on several systems, at least. A game that stretches through multiple countries. It's Paris-Dakar Rally Special, and if you've heard of it, oh boy, you're in for something.
Oh boy. Alright, I'll go and load it up. I'll be right back though. I won't be too long.
Oh, why? Why?
This is
Yes.
quality to the maximum.
Oh.
It is a special game. A very special game.
I remember seeing this. That was a trip. Across the...
Oh, it's special, alright. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta do one thing real fast.
Alrighty.
Of course. Yeah. Meanwhile, we'll get to registration.
Yeah, I was playing this for testing, and it took me a while to get to the actual racing part of this.
Yeah.
I decided to go with the more accessible of the two games I was considering.
The more accessible, you say.
So
Yeah.
this is the Mercy?
The other one was
Oh.
Takeshi's Challenge.
Yeah, then this is the Mercy.
Okay, this is Mercy. This is Mercy. Thank you. At least it's not Mr. Pants kind of Mercy.
Oh no, not more.
I do not see the game up yet on a non-screen, by the way.
Wait, were we supposed to get them all started up?
Yeah, load up the first game. Load up Veritasu's game.
Alright, there we go.
Do save Takeshi's for a special occasion. Because that's a trip.
Yeah, it's one of those games that really, if you don't, it is so inaccessible that it's, unless you just like seeing people wander around aimlessly, not knowing what the crap they're supposed to be doing. It is not one to go into blind.
Yeah, that's gonna sum up the beginning of this, probably. Alright, I'm set to go when everybody else is.
Hey,
I'm good.
Where's gonna be?
I'm about as set as I can be.
Alright then, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dakar Rally Special.
Oh man, we get our own name. Wow.
It's like an RPG.
Oh no, is this a racing RPG? Frick.
There's no backspace.
Yeah, I learned that by making a typo, so oops.
Okay, I'm busy.
Before you enter the rally, you will have to prepare and gather everything you need in Japan.
Oh, shit, this actually is an RPG.
And when they say everything they mean everything you need. You need to get yourself a car. You need to get yourself a partner. You need to get yourself sponsors. So the way I ended up figuring this out, because I didn't really have a guide, is I literally just wandered into every building, hit every option, and then moved on. Until I felt like I was getting somewhere.
Mind you, this is the Mercy.
Yeah, it sure
The
is.
first thing you gotta do is find a sponsor.
Yeah, I do recall...
Spons Yen Pal.
I do recall the first thing I did, being to find a sponsor. I believe, for the sponsor, you want to go to the building that is... Is it the one that's labeled Link Company? Or the one labeled Link? I don't remember. I tested this yesterday, and I don't remember.
Pal, what?
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Deja vu. Love how the buildings have no music. Yeah, that's
So-
like the one thing I don't like.
So the general thing I have gathered from each of your 5 major menu options is the first one, RAL, is talking about the rally. Car is if you want to buy a car, so if you're at like a car dealership. Spons is asking them to sponsor you. Yen is getting money, so if you're at a bank. And Pal is to ask them to be your partner.
Pal, what?
Car
Is this
ship.
what it's like to actually enter the Paris Dakar rally?
I'd like to think people are...
Dakar.
I would like to think that people who enter into it are a little bit more prepared than this.
The rally's tomorrow! I need a sponsor!
Don't know. What? Banks don't do that. Cool. Glad to know that.
Lovely.
A pin and card is a requirement. Well, give me a fucking pin and card then.
We
Please,
can't
how do I apply
sponsor
for
you.
Pal, what?
Yeah, no.
I feel like I think with enough trial and error, at least a few of us will get to the actual racing part. But
Eventually?
the process to do that much.
We can't sponsor you.
Pal.
Pal.
I'm not gonna do it.
Always help them out. Why does this guy have red eyes? Am I talking to Satan here? Am I talking to Lucifer?
Has this guy been hitting the bong?
No. His eyes aren't light red. No, they are dark red.
It's
Oh,
hard to
first off-
find one. Yeah, thanks.
You will need cash for one. We got rally cars. There's one at the car club. No money, no car. You can't race alone. Okay, good to know. See office.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go to the car club. Which is one of the buildings in the bottom right-ish area. It's kind of in that section. Going there and asking for a sponsor, you'll get a letter of recommendation. Which I believe then you take to the Link, the building that's labeled Link. And you'll get signed as a sponsor. Or they'll sign as your sponsor, so you'll always have that covered.
Good.
Okay,
That
they vouch.
helps.
And they will give you a card, which you then have to use to go find their manager, but oops, there's random encounters now! And you have to find the right person, ask them about yen, and they'll give you the PIN number.
Yes, I want recommendation.
Take it to the bank that's in the bottom right, and you can withdraw 5 million yen. I'm doing my best to document this as I go, so it'll be only about 1% less confusing.
Okay, so I got a car club for no, I got a recommendation from a car club.
Yeah, so next you want to go to the building that's labeled Link, and ask them to sponsor you.
We signed as your new sponsor. Okay, so now I need... So what does that mean? What do I do now?
They will give you a card, and now there's going to be people on the overworld wandering around. You gotta run into them and ask them about yen. One of them will tell you a PIN number. Once you have that, you can go to the bank in the bottom right and withdraw money so you can buy a car.
That card.
Wait, what the hell are these people? What the hell? Why are there people around?
Yeah, one of them tells you the PIN, which is the next thing you need to do.
Okay.
Oh, lovely. I ran into one of them. Unfortunately, he kind of disappeared.
1643.
They won't accept my PIN card.
There's two different... I learned in testing, there's two different banks. One of them will accept it, the other one will not. The bank in the bottom right section of the map is the one you're looking for.
Lovely.
Got Dave to
Yes.
join.
Then
Here's
once you get
5
a
million
car, you
yen,
need to
sir.
go to the car club. And
Okay.
get
5 million
yourself-
yen.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
I
Pal,
just...
No, thank you. Oh, they don't want to be my pal.
I just went to the
Okay,
car
so-
club, and I now have a pal.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay, so I think I'm about ready to go. I just gotta find the place to start the damn rally. Is it here?
Or no. That's not it.
Navigator
No,
is
you're-
a
I'm gonna
must,
retest.
But where's your car?
You have to buy it from the car shop once you have withdrawn money.
You need a ride? Yes.
Alright.
Sport or four-wheel drive car?
Go with the 4-wheel.
Take
That's what I always
care
go with
of
anyway.
it.
I'm finally at the racing section now.
Okay, I got the second best one, or the second worst one. All right.
Boy howdy, it took a while to get to this point.
This is so dumb.
And you can die in the actual like racing section, but this game does checkpoint as far as I could tell. There are unlimited continues.
Yeah, there are. Honestly, this first part is one of the hardest parts of the game.
Yeah, I could believe that. Well, it's a kind of a weird line because if you know what to do, it's not hard at all. Because I definitely, in practice, had some trouble with the racing section. But the beginning part definitely took a lot of trial and error to figure out what to do in order to actually get to this point.
Yeah. I have actually played all the way through this game and actually won the rally, shockingly enough.
How long is the game?
Yeah.
I don't like that
If you
answer.
don't run into a whole lot of problems, the game's probably 30-40 minutes.
That's not too unreasonable for length.
Alright, so I got a pal, now what?
Now that you have the PAL, you can actually enter in the rally.
Just go down. The rally entry is at the bottom part of the town.
Yep.
Bottom left or right?
Like bottom
bottom
middle, I
center,
think.
Okay, motors. Rally ass.
Unfortunately, you're gonna learn very quick that once you actually get on the road and start racing, everybody on the road is a complete asshole. And there's gonna be a lot of instances of cars trying to come in from behind and ram the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
And you can only take 3 hits, otherwise you're back to the start of the race.
There's no checkpoints in the stage, unfortunately.
Shit, well, I'm gonna go ahead and save state then.
Not-
Are you all set? Yes.
Well, as mentioned before, you do have unlimited continues, so if you die in the race, you will just restart the beginning of the race. You don't have to go through the convoluted section at the beginning of the game again.
I'm hoping I can actually get to the second leg of the race. Did you get that
You die in
far?
the race, you die in real life.
I think
Race.
Oh,
of this
damn it.
first race, I think the progress I just made is the first I ended up making in this game between now and when I was playing this in practice, trying to test the game. So about like halfway through this first race.
Ah, shit. Ah, get away from me.
I'm-
Fuck.
I've seen there's definitely other parts of gameplay to this game from when I did watch somebody play this game.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's really interesting about the game is how varied it is in terms of gameplay styles.
Yeah.
Very different stage by stage. Ouch. No?
And honestly, once you get past this initial hurdle, I mean, it's not exactly easy, but I would say it's easier. Mostly because you don't have guys running from behind you all the time. That's the biggest
coming
problem
from
with this first
everywhere.
level.
Yeah, and I can kind of get used to avoiding them. The problem is there's other people on the road trying to avoid them, so they will try to avoid them into you. If that makes any sort of sense.
Dude.
What a what?
Oh god, this is, let's slow down a little bit.
What an ale this game is?
Yeah, what an a-hole.
Oh, I thought you said ale.
Alright,
Beer.
I'm at the point now where,
I feel like I need beer.
the roads open up a little bit more again.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think it's
Fuck off.
it's about halfway through
hell?
the
Is
stage.
it sad to say that the biggest obstacle so far has been civilization?
I better be careful. I'm getting close to the end of the race.
Oh, the rest don't explode, but I do.
The true
What?
obstacle was civilization all along.
Oh,
Yep.
Goddamn.
I'm really hoping the fact that I've taken 2 hits does not really impact me too badly further in the game, but it probably will.
Also, no invincibility frames. Once you spawn back in, you can die again.
Oh!
Like, immediately after.
Oh, what the hell?
Checkpoint!
Hey, look who made it to the second leg.
Congratulations.
Oh god, yeah, this is a very different game now. Oh, is that just a bonus game? I guess that's just a bonus game.
No.
Yeah, that's just the bonus
Oh, I don't like this.
game. You can,
Does
you
anyone?
can press, I forget which button. You can press a button to drop oil slicks behind you,
A button.
which will
Yep.
which will
A
cause them
button.
to, the people behind
following
you to
you.
turn around.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Rally X.
Fuck.
In a way.
I can't drop any.
This is for the
You
next.
need to collect it first.
No, this is for the next section after the racing section you're in, because the next stage it works somewhat differently. Let's just say that.
The second leg is through downtown Paris.
Fuck. Goddamn this game.
Can I lower down as many of these as I want to, or do I have a limited amount?
I think it technically uses a touch of fuel every time, but you essentially have unlimited.
Okay.
Essentially.
And now I understand how this works. This is starting to make a little bit more sense. Oh, and I can pick it back up to essentially get some fuel if I want it.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. I blocked a car that was coming at me at full speed, and they went backwards into another car and blew up. Hell yeah, that's some karma right there.
Karma?
Beautiful.
Ah, fuck.
Saw what you did there.
Ah, heck.
Okay, this game sucks.
It sure does.
Damn it.
This is
This game is the
So we
pinnacle
have
of...
to race for 3 minutes.
Oh my crap.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just...
Judy, that's every other car except you.
Oh. Ah! Man.
It's like, this guy looks different than everybody else. Yeah, I can just run him over, right? Ugh.
Like how your car is so fucking fragile, it's like styrofoam. It can only take 3 hits before it's just...
You see, that's what you don't realize is you bought a really, really cheap car.
Fuck. I mean, 5 million yen. How far did you think that was gonna get you?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, it's 50k.
Changing arrow, it's...
I
No,
guess,
it's more like-
in the context of the market of this age.
Take good care of it? Yeah, if only I could.
Alright, where are cars going? This is... I'm torn on this stage because I like puzzle games, but I don't know how to feel about this.
Can I just say my partner's fucking useless?
It depends on how well you did on the test, actually. When you were picking a partner, the test you did actually changes which partner you get. Which
Yeah.
partner decides how lazy they are.
Although it
Wait,
doesn't really do
what do the
anything
partners
until...
actually do?
It doesn't actually do anything until stay the third leg.
Yep.
And even then,
Oh, wow,
really
so-
only if you screw up does it come into play.
Oh, damn it.
I might give it a few more tries, but I might just fuck.
Yeah,
now.
I think I end up getting the middleman from that.
You got the middle one? Wow.
Yeah, I got the middle one too. I got John.
Oh, I got the second worst.
I think I got...
The racer drivers in France this.
I want to say it's Dave that I got. I think it's the one for barely breaking like 11 seconds or something like that. I don't
Thank
remember.
goodness, I'm finally out again.
God damn, this game is dumb.
Toon, you wanna open up my stream and see what I'm dealing with?
Sure.
Just so you can see what's in store for you if you make it to the next stage.
I'm not gonna make it to the next stage.
You don't know that. I was close
No,
to the
I
goal,
straight up
too.
cannot.
Oh man, you may not get the chance to see it because I just reached the goal of this stage.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Congrats.
Which means I can deal with whatever the hell Area 3 is like. But first, I gotta play a bonus game. What are these G's and T's?
Alright.
I assume they're gas and
One more
time?
try.
Yeah. It gives you more fuel and more time.
Alright, well, I got all of them this time now that I knew this game was coming.
Yeah, the first time you run into that, you're almost certainly not going to.
Oh fuck!
get
Oh
anything.
fuck! When nobody told me that this rally had a fucking shmup stage.
Oh, what? You weren't warned?
Did you see how
That's the-
unprepared I was before I entered into this? Do you think I know what I'm doing?
That's a good point.
Oh,
Classic Paris
good.
Dakar shoot 'em up.
So I went across a
Fuck.
crumbling bridge. I had a bird poop an egg on me, and then that stopped me in my tracks, and the bridge crumbled under me, and I died.
You hadn't.
Well, you gotta expect that when you entered the Paris Dakar rally.
I'm not coming out for this
That's
shit.
fucking weird. God damn.
Okay, we're gonna wait for this bird
Okay.
this time.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't take this game anymore.
Alright, we'll go to the 20-minute mark then.
I can handle like quite a few racing games. This is one I can't take.
This is
This is just too random.
this is
So unforgiving.
this is something spectacular, we'll say.
Spectacularly bad.
Choice of words.
I
a
really
way of
hope
putting
somebody else, by some miracle, manages to make it to stage 2.
I'm getting closer.
But you also know what's coming. I want somebody who has not seen this game
true.
before to see the majesty of Stage 2, which is totally not Rally X. Okay. I know that bird's coming,
Some fuel.
and yet I still manage to occasionally fall for it.
So why is it that I can't race alone again?
You gotta have. Technically, the other person is your navigator.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'm getting out of my car. What the hell is this platforming?
Yeah. In your racing game.
Oh my god, yeah.
Platforming in
so
a racing
I
game?
actually in this stage had to get out of my car to jump across a pit with some very strange momentum to put down a bridge so I don't fall in fire.
What fucking volcano are you at?
I don't know, but people seem to live here. There's some buildings.
Volcano Tribe.
No,
Yeah.
just wait
by the
till
way,
you get through the Mediterranean
Fire
Sea.
Tribe was here.
We are at the 20-minute mark, by the way.
Yep, we just crossed that. I'm gonna at least go until I either beat the stage or until I take another death.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Just when I
Oh.
think gotta hit.
Uh-huh. So now I'm playing Donkey Kong with these meatball
game,
boulders.
Just a giant plagiarism.
Meatball boulders. Okay, that's new, but sure.
Go. One more go.
hit the wall.
I refuse.
Look, I recommend sometime at your leisure just to watch the VOD for this and just see some of this bullshit.
It's
And James-
something else.
This is also, yes, a racing game, just in case you forgot.
What? I don't know how you could possibly forget that.
Oh no, it's impossible to forget.
Strategy.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Alright, back in the car.
Impossible.
Oh, good, I get to do some platforming while avoiding getting pelted by eggs. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. Hi, Momentum, what?
Christmas miracle.
Momentum, what?
Can I give you an egg?
And
And you are judged
Trying
based on your time, so you can finish the game but not win the race.
Oh, do I just have to go in one continuous go? Yep, that's definitely how I'm supposed to do this. Okay, at least after the bird passes, I can't die unless I run out of time. But holy shit, this is
I can't believe I'm starting to cheese this section. Like, I put my car just at the speed where I've got 5 cars around me that just aren't moving further or closer away from me.
Well, you gotta deal with people that'll
Somehow
occasionally
it
come.
changed.
You gotta deal with people that'll occasionally come from behind. But yeah, remember that braking is not always a bad strategy. There we go.
Yeah,
No,
the only
cars
real
even
issue with
coming
braking is
behind
you
me.
might run out of time or fuel.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't seem that bad. And, you know, live's kind of important too.
Ah, fuck. That's another hit. Hopefully I'm getting close to the end of this stage, because I'm... Nope, my car blew up. Alrighty. Well, there's no way that I hit any sort of checkpoint. Yeah, that stage is long.
Yeah, it's a little on the longer side.
A little bit.
Come on, I'm almost there.
Alright, well, I'm going to, nice. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and mercy kill the timer here.
Hey.
Well, a little bit longer than I wanted to if we were going to end at 20 minutes, but god, that third stage just went on and on and on.
It's a long one.
Alright, in that case,
Well-
we'll take a minute break, and when we come back,
We've got
we'll be
Anon's
playing,
game is up next.
Yeah, Anon's game. See you guys in a minute.
The next stage was an underwater one.
Ah, good.
What?
Ha, ha, ha. Cool. Underwater. Why?
In a racing game.
Paris Dakar. The most extreme of races.
Well, how
Not
else are you
really
supposed to
checkpoint.
get from? How else are you supposed to get from France to Africa?
By driving underwater.
Exactly.
But why, though? Couldn't you just be, like, on a boat or something?
No, that wouldn't be extreme enough.
Yeah, that's far too easy.
I wonder what the real Paris Dakar is actually like.
I don't know,
Does it
but
even exist?
it, I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
does.
It's a real rally.
It's a real race. Yeah. Has been a thing.
How do you spell it?
Paris.
It's also known as
Dakar.
Dakar Rally. Dakar.
Yep. Goes across deserts, multiple locations. You got 4 things. You really need a map and a co-pilot, and then supplies.
It's like the Gumball Rally,
Oh,
only
rally.
you know, multinational.
Alright, well, in the meantime, break is over, everybody. It's time for Anon's game.
Okay.
And,
What you got for us, Anon?
you have picked out a classic game for us, even if it wasn't recognized as a classic in the time it was released in.
Earthbound.
Earthbound.
I saw Tom playing it. It looked interesting, and I might as well dip my toes into it.
I'm usually not one for...
What system is this again?
This is a Super Nintendo game.
Yes.
I'm usually not one for RPGs, but this is one that I have finished, so...
Super
Yay.
Nintendo, right?
Yep, it is a
Okay,
SNES
cool.
game.
This was actually. It's rare that with these games that came out and didn't get recognized at the time that I can actually crow. I was one of the people who actually recognized it as a good game at the time.
Yeah, and it's definitely gone up in price since. One of the stores that I usually go to, they had a box copy of this. You want to show out the, $1,000 for this game? For a box?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
but it's a
Yeah, I
big
believe-
box.
Yeah, because it came with, it came with, what was it? The, Not the-
strategy guide.
yeah, strategy guide was the word I was looking for. I almost said manual.
The man.
But also, the advertising for this game was questionable.
Yeah. I believe it was. I believe
The-
this game smells.
Yeah, this game stinks, that campaign for this game, and, yeah, I can see why it didn't do too well. I did eventually get a copy of this game. I've only got the cartridge, but I picked it up, like, it was one of the games I got with my Super Nintendo.
I wish I still had the scratch and sniff cards that came with
Oh
it.
my god, those.
Yep. It even had a contest where there was one mystery smell that you had to guess what the smell is. You could send a postcard over to Nintendo and it'd send you back a prize for it if you guess the correct smell.
Yeah, I think it was something like a pizza air freshener, I think.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember
Earthbound did a lot of weird things.
Oh yes.
Very unique game.
It's sad that we received the Nintendo game so much later, and we still don't have an official translation of the GBA one.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we did get an official translation of the first game.
Yep.
Style of
Which,
Windows.
to be fair, it was already translated officially. It just didn't get released.
Yeah.
But the one game that I wish had a translation, but it still doesn't, is Mother 3. Speaking of, James says Mother 3 won. Reggie, it's too bad that Reggie's no longer involved with Nintendo.
For what it's worth, there is a pretty solid fan translation of Mother 3 that you can play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. One day.
That game is an emotional roller coaster.
It sure is. I beat it on, like, an actual cart, which means I played the whole game, untranslated. I've seen the game translated, so I know most of the story beats to it, regardless of that. Alright, I'm about ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm ready when you are.
Alrighty. Starting. I assume everybody else is ready? No objections?
No objections.
Ready when you are.
Alright, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Earthbound.
Mhm.
Which style of windows do you prefer?
I prefer 2003.
We'll go with strawberry. I'm probably going to just don't care my way through most of these menus. But you can name characters whatever you want, which is pretty neat. Including naming the name of your main character's signature spell.
Or if you want something speedy, you can also go to Don't Care, and it'll
Yep.
choose a name for you.
Yep, that's what I do. Go with the defaults or the canon name. When you're asked what's your favorite thing, by default it'll say Rockin', but if you can change that to whatever you want, and that is going to be the name of Ness's signature spell.
Wait, what's the signature spell?
What's name your favorite? Name your favorite thing.
Which, granted, you're not going to actually get far enough in 30 minutes to...
Yeah. But it is still pretty neat. In this one's rockin'. They do a similar thing in Mother 3, but the default name for your signature spell there is PK Love.
Ooh. Fighting with the power of peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Isn't that... something from Trigun or something?
Yep, Trigun. Well, I did it in reverse here, so it's love and peace. Love and peace. Or peace and love, jeez. Love that anime.
PK Gaming.
PK Gaming.
I love my favorite YouTube channel, PK Gaming.
So if you have not seen Earthbound by this point somehow, one thing you will very quickly learn about it is, unlike a lot of other RPGs at the time, it has a more modern take, as opposed to the fantasy style with games like Final Fantasy, hence the name, Final Fantasy in it.
As James says, PK subscribe.
PK subscribe.
Which, that was actually one of the things that made me want to play this back in the day. Because I remember reading about it in Nintendo Power, and it was like, whoa, it takes place in the modern times, and you've got an ATM, and all that stuff. I want to try that.
Final Fantasy really is overlooked. For, I guess, RPGs anyway.
Hey, bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out?
I don't know if I exactly say Final Fantasy was overlooked, considering it has
no, I
one...
said modern fantasy.
Oh,
Cracked about?
Modern fantasy?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking at least modern Final Fantasy games, that is definitely a questionable opinion, considering how popular Final Fantasy XIV is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Final Fantasy, like, I don't play FF14 because I don't play MMOs, but I can still recognize that is a highly popular MMO and a highly popular Final Fantasy game.
It's
Ness,
the
you don't
only
seem scared. Are you
MMO
nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Oh, okay.
One of the things I appreciate is the fact that the way the controls are designed is that you can essentially, for the most part, play it with one hand if need be.
Yeah, I do remember seeing a video talking about that, like playing it with it in one hand and eating pizza in the other or something like that. Said.
Yep. So a lot of the things like talk, check, and all that can be shortcutted all to the L button.
Yeah. Which there are some, like, I can kind of get behind that, but I, like, instinctively will, like, hit the A button to try to interact with stuff, which always brings up a separate menu. So hitting the L button to just automatically talk to somebody does feel a bit clunky to me, but it still works.
Get out the way, man. Oh, turn the new Guilty Gear's out. Oh, that's cool. If only I was good at fighting games.
If only I was interested.
Who are you talking to? I'm talking to the mailbox. Why won't you let me talk to the mailbox? I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation very seriously.
For what's worth, checking things and talking to people in this game is, it's way more straightforward than it is in the first game. Because you didn't have any sort of quick button that you could press.
I love this. Onet police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We're going for the world record.
Oh yeah, this game has a lot of humor in it.
Don't
Yeah.
panic. It's just a what?
It really is.
Bell? I just want what? Go home.
This particular instance for this franchise is definitely one that rarely takes itself seriously.
Quirky and full of charm.
Shout out to the subs of Onet. Onet? I don't know. Who are you? Did you hear that big bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay?
Hi, Pokey.
I just love how Pokey has the most annoying knock.
One thing that I've shown people is one of my friends introduced me to a group of people who were working on a fan project to basically make a live-action Earthbound.
It fell through, didn't it?
No, it was actually, like, earlier episodes you could tell were pretty low production quality, but it was actually, like, a pretty solid fan project.
Where could I watch this? I'm interested now.
I may link in the RBC room sometime after, but it's courtesy of a group known as Ridgeway Films. I forget. I don't know if they've actually finished. So they've kind of been on and off with the project, and I think with the last episode they did was them basically getting ready for the final confrontation. So they basically had one episode left to go.
That's awesome.
And there are some story beats in there that are original to the series that they make, such as certain interactions between the party members. One bit of interaction that they added in, particularly into the film series, is making Ness jealous of Jeff's father-son relationship.
That makes sense. His dad's never
A
home.
quick death.
Oh, Kobold, your cursor's on screen, by the way.
Oh, that's hiya, buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while.
Go.
I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help my body, helping my body stronger.
Look, cursor strats are powerful strats. So another fun mechanic of Earthbound is the rolling HP mechanic. Which, if you're unfamiliar with it, well, it's only used, as far as I know, in this game and Mother 3. But it basically works in that you don't lose HP until it's officially tallied on your HP bar. So basically, if you take a hit that would normally kill you and you heal yourself in time, you save yourself from death.
Or finish the battle in time before your timer runs out.
Or that, yes.
Yeah, and boy, does that come in handy.
It sure does. But it does give you motivation to try to think fast about what moves you're going to do. Which you may want to think about things a bit more methodically, but with the rolling HP, you may not always have that luxury.
I also love the little mechanic they have with enemies that they usually always show in the field. You can catch them off guard, they can catch you off guards.
Oh, yeah, that was another new thing.
Yeah. Mother 3 added another mechanic about battling, which I really enjoyed. Even if it ultimately didn't do that much, because the amount of damage I felt it added wasn't enough to usually make a difference, but the ability to basically time button presses to the beat of the background music to clock a little bit more damage was a pretty neat mechanic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Also,
Even though I sucked at it.
One nice little feature also that this game does is that if you're so high level over the level of the enemies will actively run away from you, and if you catch them, there's also a chance you may automatically defeat your enemies without even having a battle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up experience and presence.
Oh. Someone's knocking.
Since if you beat a dungeon boss, all of the enemies will turn their instincts to run away from you until you leave the dungeon. So you can technically sneak up on and potentially immediately wipe out some decent enemies if you manage to get to a dungeon ahead of where you really are supposed to be.
Sneak
At-
attacks.
Although, as somebody who likes to try to complete games 100%, in the case of RPGs, that usually leads to getting the best equipment for each character, this game is a big frustration in that department. Because a lot of the best equipment in the game for characters can only be dropped by enemies, and they are incredibly rare drops. So rare, in fact, that I believe the rate of dropping is 1 to 216, I think.
I think it was 128, but it could be 216.
It was 200 something. It was 200 something. I remember that much. I don't remember the exact number though.
Yeah, and one of them you can only get at the very, very end of the game.
Yeah, after...
And another one, if you beat the boss of that region, you can never see that enemy again.
Yep.
So you better beat it while you can.
Yeah, there's a reason why it took me years before I ever got the Sword of Kings.
Yeah, I think I got it on my first playthrough, but I nearly capped out my level trying to get it.
Conroy got so lucky during his
If I don't
playthrough.
get the phone.
Of course, the
I got
game
a
does have
cookie.
some nice glitches,
Yay!
which you can definitely abuse.
Shogun Conroy got really lucky when they did his playthrough of this. The 7th enemy of that one gave him a Sword of Kings. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, getting any... I want to say there is, like, one time I had while I was grinding out all the ultimate equipment where I did actually get the drop on the first go, which... having anything like that happen to you is, pretty lucky.
Incredible.
Even if it's only one time. The issue of rare drops for the ultimate item does persist in Mother 3, but it's not to the same extent, because I believe the drop rate is up to 3%. Woo! But 3% is still a way higher rate than it is in this game.
Yeah.
I want a game where we actually take like a look into the father's point of view and just plays him, and he's like the hero.
I mean,
Hard at work.
I mean, at the end of the first game, you do get to see Ninten's father, the protagonist of the first game.
True. Man, that game. Whew.
Yeah, maybe don't play Mother 1 dependent on the circumstances, because, God, that game is grindy.
Very grindy. I mean, whenever the developer themselves admit, yeah, we didn't play test the last section.
Oh no, Buzz. Yeah, Mother 1 is an adventure. It's got similar humor to this game, but man, the pacing's not as good by a long shot.
One of the things that's interesting about that is that the fact that it is quite non-linear.
Yeah,
I mean, you pretty quickly. You can just explore, and you can go to places where you probably shouldn't be yet, but why not?
well, you're probably gonna get smashed to bits by powerful enemies in the area, so that might be a reason why.
Yeah. And there
God damn, I'm already at 13 health.
And there weren't a whole lot of
Criminy.
you didn't get frequent upgrades in terms of equipment. It was like you'd get something, it'd be a while, then you get another thing, and it'd jump up significantly, but
Oops.
it's like it's really hard until you get that upgrade, then it's really easy, and then it's really hard again.
Also, the lack of inventory space. So, the way inventory is handled in the Mother games is each character has their own separate inventory. So, basically, the more party members you have, the more inventory space you have. I believe it's 16 items per character in your party. But in the first game, it was only 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, inventory management was... it was pretty prominent. And it does include, I believe it does include your active equipment, so let's assume you have 4 pieces of active equipment, that's only 4 slots for items, and that includes key items.
Yeah, and it's much the same here, because since you don't remove the items that you equip out of your active inventory.
It's mitigated a little bit, though, in here with the added inventory space.
Yeah.
And also, being able to store items, you can still put items into storage in this game with mixed efficiency.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh man, it's everybody's favorite character in this game. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, Fuzzy Pickles.
Fuzzy Pickles!
Fuzzy Pickles!
Fuzzy Pickles.
Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. And yes, that character does make an appearance in the fan movie that I was talking about earlier.
It must also be something to reach the 100% completion to get all the photographs of this guy. Some of them are really well hidden.
Yeah.
He's another character. He is another character that they gave a little bit more plot, including an idea of where he resides. Which, if you played this game and knowing how weird he is, maybe you'd be able to take a guess. It may or may not involve something related with the word moon. Alrighty, so I think now I'm at the point where I can actually start going into town and buying hamburgers and going to the arcade and shit.
Like any normal kid.
Yeah. I forget what the first story beat is, though, when you get into town. I think that's when you have to fight Frank.
Yep, to beat up the sharks, they beat up Frank.
Yeah, and I'm gonna want to do a little bit of grinding before I attempt that.
Offense went up by 3.
You can also find a hidden tree house to get yourself a Mr. Baseball cap. That should be able to help.
What is oh baby like? Does that mean like it's like really good luck?
That oh baby is usually how they indicate like this stat went up by a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because your stats is kind of randomly generated, and it can change.
Yeah. Although we have basically just enough time on the clock that will make a decent bit of progress, but we're not going to hit the really hard first roadblock where you have to beat up the police.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if anybody got. Might be able to get to that big high enough level to get to the boss.
Well, that's also like right after the first Your Sanctuary location, which means getting past Frank, going to the Your Sanctuary location, and then fighting the boss, all while making sure you're not underleveled and can actually, beat them.
Yeah. And Frank's no pushover.
Yeah. That's why I'm taking the time to do at least a little bit of grinding before I attempt to kick his ass. Probably also to get enough money to buy some healing items, because surprise, surprise, it's gonna be pretty hard in the beginning when you're limited to one party member. If they fall in battle, game over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I am not. 10 years in the future, I'm from.
I can't believe Buzz and Master Yoda are one and the same.
The Universal Cosmic Destroyer Gigas, or darkness, Eternal Darkness sent.
With Yoda's face, just
listen. You must. A well-known legend there is about ancient times handed down from. You could. So here's the thing. When I was down in Texas, me and Nubs pretty much just binge watched Star Wars episode 1 through 6.
How was that? Did you get to
be hooked?
I mean, did you laugh at how bad the first 2 movies of the series are? The first 2 prequels, to clarify.
Yeah.
I thought episode 3 was at least alright.
I showing up. You mean it's like it's working? It's boom. I'll post it later.
I've seen the first 6 movies. I did not see any of the, like, episodes 7 through 9, and based on what I'm hearing, there is not too much that I missed from skipping out on those ones. At least with...
Yeah.
Like, apparently there's at least some merit to episode 7, but 8 and 9 are, worse.
Just stick to the novels. They're now considered non-canon.
Alright, let's actually try to find our way to town.
You know, Ness, I really worry about you digging around in the trash can and eating hamburgers that you find is probably not the best for your intestinal tract.
Oh yeah, that's also another beat. That's also another beat they cover in that movie, is Ness finding just random hamburgers in a garbage can.
Delicious.
Okay, I'm probably about to get my butt kicked, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
You going out to Frank and the Sharks?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna fight one of his puppies.
Remember, you do have Life Up, and Life Up is kind of helpful this early on, turns out. I mean, it's helpful later on, because healing spells are usually helpful, that's how they work. But being able to heal when you've only got one party member, yeah, it's just a tiny bit helpful.
Yeah, it's
Yes, it is Earthbound. Hey, Zant, how are you doing?
Oh, oops.
I have Xybots following me. Whoa! It's been a long time.
I have found Yes Man Jr. Oh god, that is death.
God.
Ooh, it's a boss fight. The Starman Jr. blocked the way. What is this music?
I'm tired of your family living next door.
Oof.
Aren't neighbors great?
Rude.
Oh boy,
And
this is bad.
yeah, you've gotten yourself into an interesting situation.
Whoa! Yeah!
No, not Buzz.
But you hit so well.
I like how Picky's actually picking a fight, but not Pokey. Pokey's just being useless.
Pokey is fucking worthless.
That's Pokey in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Picky may only do 1 damage, but that's still better than 0.
Some of the flavor text for what Pokey ends up doing instead is kind of hilarious. Like using you as a human shield.
Picky attacks, smash, 1 HP.
Yeah. The funniest thing to happen though is when Picky actually lands the killing blow on the Starman.
That's gotta be rare.
It sure is, but man, is it hilarious when it happens.
I wonder if any special thing happens from it's like defeated by a coward.
Oh, another thing that you're probably going to want to check in on as you're beating enemies, because one thing you'll probably notice after a while is you're beating enemies, you're getting experience, you're getting the occasional item, good. There's just one thing you're not getting: money. The reason for that is you need to go to a phone to call your dad, which is also how you save the game, by the way. And he'll tell you that he deposited money into your account based off of how many enemies you've beaten, and that's basically how you obtain money from defeating enemies. And then you can withdraw it from an ATM.
Technically, I don't think you have to talk to him to get the money. I think it's already in the ATM.
Yep, you don't have to talk to him. Just go to the ATM. You'll find your money deposit there. Your father will give you a nice little reminder phone.
Oh boy, I'm
let
dead.
you know how close you are to your next level, which is always good. Oh, you're fighting 3 of them. Good.
Yeah, guess what? It didn't go well.
Hey.
It looks like you got your head handed to you.
Sure did. What level am I anyway?
Can of fruit juice.
I'm level 3.
Finish last. That's the story of our life. Oh wow.
Yeah, I do not see myself beating Frank before we hit time.
Eat some udon and screw up.
No, Buzz! Get out of the way, you useless family. Out the way.
Yo, Ness, can you not miss like 3 times in a row? Good lord. What the fuck, Ness? 4 out of 5 times. You missed.
Remember.
Okay, good. I did not die to a spiteful crow. Holy moly. Hypnosis Alpha. Woo. I'm probably gonna, like, barely use it anyway.
It can be, some things are susceptible to it.
Yeah, there are some weird things that are susceptible to stuff. One that I know of is being able to paralyze the final boss.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? What?
Kind of a moot point, but hey.
Yeah,
There's
Zan,
a lot of
bring us
info about Earthbound. What?
Zan bring us a good point. Why do dying characters have enough energy to draw paragraphs worth of dialogue? Adrenaline's a bitch.
I mean, there's other notable instances in other RPGs of being able to do weird thing to bosses. Mario RPG is another one that comes to mind where you can literally use a one-hit kill move to kill a boss.
Which boss?
Exor.
Really?
Yeah, you can do the Geno Whirl, which if you haven't played Mario RPG, the short of it is moves. If you do a specific timing, you can make them more powerful. The powerful thing with Geno Whirl is if you time it correctly, it does 9,999 damage, and you can do that to kill one of the bosses. As far as I know, it's the only boss you can do it to. But you can still do it to a boss, which is weird in the first place.
You'd think it's the kind of thing they'd be immune to, but no. Oh, and of course there's things like in Final Fantasy, where if your enemy is a zombie, including some bosses, well, give them a little revival.
Oversight or feature? You decide. I don't think I'm gonna have... Yeah, we got like 2.5 minutes left on the clock, which I don't think is gonna be enough time, but... You beat up my buddy, didn't you? I'm the one who got beat up, sir. Excuse you.
Just taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself.
Oh, that's
okay,
a good...
get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say fuzzy pickles.
God, Ness, why?
Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories.
Now let's use life up and hopefully not regret. I regretted it. I should have used life up the turn prior. Oh well.
Ah yes, pasta.
Yeah, unfortunately, really early the spinning health isn't quite as useful, but later on, oh boy, that really becomes useful.
It doesn't scroll by nearly as quickly in Mother 3, so it's a bit more useful, a bit quicker there.
Come back after you finish Earthbound.
Oh yeah, the game is very self-aware of itself.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to take on Frankie.
Go for it. You've got about a minute left before we switch over to the next game.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
Let's go ahead and save.
Ah, crap, I can't save.
Yeah, let's get us a burger. Ouch! Oh.
I'd probably fare better if I did actually like go to upgrade my equipment, but
yeah, that's right.
Who needs equipment?
He hurts a lot.
Sure does.
If I can get some more experience, I get another level up.
Ah.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Yes.
Good effort.
Well, the upside is, at least if you don't keep your money in your pocket, you actually don't really get hurt that bad from, dying.
What was the penalty for dying?
You lose I think you lose half of the money that you've got on you.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
It does not affect the money that is in your ATM.
Yep, which
So
you
if
can
you
pretty
go
much
back
get money at any moment, so... Technically, if you're smart enough, you won't lose anything at all.
Yeah. It is a little bit worse with you get multiple party members because they're.
Yep, we've hit time. Yep.
Good. I can do it with this fight.
All right. Well, next in about a minute, we're gonna be playing another game. We're gonna be playing. Oh, next. Oh no! Fuck! I forgot. I was almost happy for a second. Anyway, see you guys in a minute for where we come back to torture.
This is. Oh. Great.
I am not happy. I'm not ready for this. Where Nick says he's got a good game, it's very questionable.
Could be Gauntlet 3.
It probably won't be the worst thing I've given out ever.
Oh, when you say that, that doesn't really inspire confidence now, does it?
I mean, I've given out some pretty bad games over this
like
time.
Junction?
Yeah, I mean, Junction's alright.
Okay. Just for that? Just for fucking that? Bad. That's awful. I love this music. The whole music. I think it's Pollyanna, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back from break. Hello.
Hi. I've got quality for you.
Oh, fuck. No, you don't.
So I've used this similar theme before. Back when I participated in Reject Tournament, I gave out... When I got knocked out, I gave out the game that I thought was the most interesting from then, which is when I gave out Samurai Ghost, when I had to play that for Reject Tournament. And I'm doing a similar thing here for Giant Troop, which I recently got knocked out of, but... I mean, I placed top 6, so I'd say that's pretty good, but I'm giving out the probably the most interesting game that I rolled for that we could do here, which, funny enough, is the first game that I had to play for this tournament. It is Xybots for Lynx.
Oh, Xybots! I have not played the Lynx version of this.
Oh my god, this is a tiny screen.
Oh, it's a handheld.
Yeah, we're talking about a Lynx game here.
Tiny!
And I would...
freaking tiny. There you go.
For what it's worth, I would argue this is better than the other Lynx game I have given out, which was Electro Cop.
Yeah! Yeah! I remember Electro Cop.
Okay, I may have to switch emulators. That's odd.
The music's interesting. Damn it. Hold on, I'll be back.
And now it proved that I remembered nothing from this game when I had to race it.
Let's see. Alright, load core. There we go. Content.
Buddy. First time playing a Lynx game, that should be interesting.
Lynx is a weird handheld.
Yeah.
What core are you using?
Beetle. Beetle Lynx.
For some reason, it's not wanting to load.
That's...
Hello.
I assume you tried rebooting the whole emulator.
I switched emulators.
Odd. I see that it's loaded up just fine for everybody else, though.
I always the odd one out. Alright, let me try this one again. Let's see. Select core. Mixer, and I got the most recent one. Alright. Lynx. Game.
Another Okami special.
Is it still not working for you?
So yeah, your system doesn't. What do you mean your system doesn't appear to be able to run this core at the desired speed?
What? Okay, that's an error I'm not familiar with.
That's really weird.
Huh.
Is it time for? Oh shoot! You even have a what's it called?
Backup? I don't.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hold on a second. Let me try a different. Let me try a different core on this one. and see
Sure.
if that-
I don't usually
What's
plan.
Our prayers be answered.
I don't usually plan for a backup when it comes to Lynx games, but I have a folder of games that I would probably give out for this, so I can just reach into something there really quick if I need to.
You won't wake white babies out. You won't wake white babies out.
Failed to load. What do you mean failed to load content? What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
Everything.
It's like
it's not it's like it's looking at the ROM and going, huh?
Huh? What is this?
Great, Buzz is coming to play your game.
Okay.
Ooh,
One more time.
this is what?
Coming. Choice. Expect the beetle. See who's gonna load. If that doesn't work, since I know what it is now. If all else fails, I play the unreleased Famicom prototype.
You know what? If that's what you want to do instead, go for it. The alternative
I might just do that.
is I just pull out a game from the folder of backups that I've got.
Oh, we can't do that.
Ah, of course.
And not experience the glory that is Xybots?
Yo, Xybots is actually a pretty cool game.
It's actually a pretty cool game. I played this in the arcade.
Huh.
I might pull out like the arcade version, but the Lynx version is the version we had to play, so it's the version I am going to attempt to give out.
Alright. Alright, let's see if that's... Alright, it's not working for me. I'm gonna play the unreleased NES version.
Jesus. It's like a Gimmick. Got it.
Oh.
Just give me a second. Oh.
Dang, and the game I was gonna reach for if I had to fall on the back of was gonna be a good game too. I was gonna pull out the NES Batman game.
Wait.
No.
That one's actually good. Like
That is actually really-
on a legitimate level.
Yeah,
Well-
it's legitimately really good.
Hard as bats.
It's also hard.
It is hard. That is true.
It ain't no joker.
Wah, wah.
Bad.
At you. They'll just drive you bats. Drives us bats.
Alright, I'll have it up in just a second.
Alright, once I see it up on your side, and once I make sure it's cropped, then I will switch this over and count us down, I suppose.
Okay, let me just... There it is.
Ah, it's a Tengen version, even better!
Oh.
Alright, I see it up on your side, so I'm gonna pull us over.
Alrighty.
It'll be interesting.
Alright, so Veritasu's screen will look a little bit different because he's playing a different version. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It'll be close
There's nothing to
enough.
worry about.
Alright, is everybody set to go?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Alrighty. starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Xybots. So this is kind of like a weird, like, dungeon crawler game, I guess is a way I would describe it. Your A button fires, and if you hold down B and hit a direction, you'll change which way you're facing.
That explains the problem of having control suddenly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
That's like a very,
So your R button, I believe, is, your bomb. I believe that's what that was, but it uses energy. Holding down the L button, brings up the map. I assume that's what it's binded to you on your controller anyway. That's what it's, for me by default.
This is really just a third-person shooter, huh?
Yeah, it's
Trying to be an early time prototype of that.
Some things that are worth pointing out that you can view on your map. Your energy is your HP, and it will drain over time. So you have to make sure to pick up health upgrades. When you reach the end of a floor, though, you will be able to, essentially, you can buy some upgrades for yourself, but you only have so much money, and the upgrades only last so long, so you may decide against buying stuff, like being able to see enemies on your map or anything of the sort, to be able to save money for the later stages. I believe the Lynx version is 50 stages long, and that might be.
Does it actually have an end in the Lynx version?
I believe so. I think that's the length I saw the long play at. The goal we ended up setting for the goal we set for this game when we raced it for Giant Trooper, I think, was to beat level 25. One problem though is you only have one life, so you want to make sure you conserve health as much as possible. I believe if you see your main character stop for a second and just kind of blow his gun to cool it off, like he's cooling it off or something, that's the game's way of indicating you've beaten every enemy on the floor.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we... I forget what the groove of the strategy was I got with this one. Like how to play it. I want to say it was like a wall mapper and like maybe a monster mapper. It might have been something like that, I don't remember. We'll go with that.
I see 2 spots on the floor here.
Yep.
You want to hear something really funny?
What?
I actually was playing the arcade version just like yesterday.
Trying to think of what some of the other contenders for the most interesting game I rolled in Giant Trooper are. There was that mech game for N64, Last Legion UX, that I had to play. That one was kind of neat. Toy Story Racer is boring, so there was no way I was giving that one out. Oh, hi, friendo. The game that knocked me out of the tournament was also tempting, which was a Game Gear Solitaire game.
What?
Yeah.
Solitaire.
I think it was like poker. No, it wasn't that. That's a different Solitaire game on the Game Gear. I hate that I'm saying that sentence.
What?
But it was basically like there were 4 different versions of Solitaire, and the goal was to beat each one once. That was the basic goal that we had for that. And we got through the first 2 pretty quickly, but the last one we got walled on for like an hour. So we basically said, okay, whoever reached this one sooner is declared the winner, which I was behind by a few minutes on. So I ended up taking the loss on that one. Another one that was kind of interesting to me when I played it was Mingle Magnet for Wonder Swan.
Yeah, you should have done before.
Yeah, I showed you that one. And if you're unfamiliar with what Mingle Magnet is, if you have any of you played Collapse before?
Yeah, I've played Collapse before.
Not claps. Or, sorry, not claps. Not clacks. Collapse.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay. I don't see it talked about too often, so I'm not entirely surprised by that. But, basically, every few seconds, the stack raises and collapses, or in the case of Mingle Magnet, a stack of pieces drop on you, and you have to pick out pieces that are connected, and just clicking on them makes them disappear, and the rest of the pieces that were on top of it, drop down, so you can, so they may drop down to connect other pieces together, so you can clear them out, so on and so forth. What Mingle Magnet does differently is changing gravity. And it actually works kinda cool. I recommend taking a look at it. Oh, I'm gonna super die because I'm dead.
You know, I'm shocked to say the NES version's actually playable.
I mean, Tengen usually is at least decently competent with their games.
Yeah, I mean, they actually... Okay, that's...
It wasn't a problem with quality of the game.
I like Tengen was responsible for some NES games like Miss Pac-Man and Tubin.
Yeah. Gauntlet.
And Gauntlet, yeah. I've got some of their lesser games, such as Roadrunner.
I'm starting to run low on health now.
Yeah, well, that one's not even all that good in the arcade.
Oh boy, I need to get health. Warrior is losing. Right.
Yeah, there's capsules that you can pick up to restore your health. I believe they do usually restore your health up to maximum.
If I can find it. I'm in red right now.
Trying to look to see if I own any other notable Tengen games. Oh, I have RBI Baseball too. I guess that's something.
Yeah.
Rock Hardy.
Super Spread's pretty good.
Nice.
And they did some decent ports of Sega games.
Yeah, I do recall that. I don't think I own any Sega Tengen games, but I do know they did a few arcade ports for them. Actually licensed.
Do one more.
Yeah, Shinobi's actually fairly... Oh, hey, I'm fighting the boss.
Yeah, I from what I remember from playing this, the bosses are kind of pushovers.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
It seems more like a third-person Gauntlet, but set in the future. Maybe with the energy loss and all that.
Well, originally, actually, funny that you should say that. I think that this was originally going to be a Gauntlet game in the future. That was what the original idea was.
Interesting.
And I never did own a Lynx as a kid. I have one now, for better or for worse, and I have a number of games for it now, including this one. But this is a game, if I had a Lynx as a kid, I could totally see myself, like, just playing this game on the go.
Yeah, I mean, it's an enjoyable little, you know...
There's other games on Lynx I have that are not as good, like Kung Food. And one that I had to check out for morbid curiosity, the Lynx port of Ninja Gaiden 3.
Oh, yeah!
Which, Ninja Gaiden 1 was also ported, but it was the arcade Ninja Gaiden 1.
Yeah, it's the one that people don't really remember.
Yeah.
Apart from that continue screen, because holy crap.
Yeah, the continue screen is easily the most memorable part of the Ninja Gaiden arcade game. And with good reason.
Yeah.
Is holy shit.
Is it? I can't even tell you what it is because I think I remember it.
It's your.
God
It-
damn you.
It's Ryu strapped to a like an operating table, I guess you could say, in the context, because there's a saw blade coming down on him very slowly, and it will slice him unless you decide to continue. It's something that you should definitely look up. Actually, hang on. Well, I bet you if I look up Ninja Gaiden Arcade Continue screen. Yeah, it even got autofilled. I'm gonna go ahead and post this in the RBC room for you to see. That is the continue screen in Ninja Gaiden Arcade.
Okay, that was
Holy
weird.
shit.
Yeah, it sure is a continue screen, that is for sure. There is no mistaking that.
Sorry, Ryu, I don't have any more quarters. They don't take credit. I'll have to come back when I'm a little richer.
Sadly, most of my experience with Ninja Gaiden Arcade, specifically, is with a bootleg of Ninja Gaiden Arcade.
I love that.
Holy.
Bootleg?
Yeah. There is a reskin of Ninja Gaiden Arcade, but it's Dragon Ball themed, known as Dragon Ball.
Dragon
I
Ball.
have seen this.
It was the first game I had to play for Kuso last season, so yeah, that was quality.
Oh, it sure is quality.
In the loosest definition. I think I made you play it for a little bit a while back too, not for like RBC or anything, but I just kind of showed it to you.
What game?
Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, nope. You have made me play that.
Also, another thing it does is it takes sound clips from Street Fighter, so I believe your character has like a Chun-Li laugh, which
Of course.
which I guess
Also,
isn't the most I guess isn't the most unfitting thing, because you're essentially supposed to be Goku in this instance, because it's clearly referencing Dragon Ball.
What are you talking about? It's not referencing Dragon Ball, it's Dragon Ball!
Oh.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, completely different IP, you're right.
Clearly different. Goku goes bowling.
Guys,
You know, with the Dragon Balls. A question, what is this? What's this container?
hold on. I think that's just cover. You can hide behind that.
That's just cover.
Makes some sense.
It's just a thing to block your shots or block their shots.
I assume most people have been making good use of the map.
So what is the right trigger do?
I believe it is a explosion to kind of like a screen nuke for all enemies on screen. But in order to use it, it uses energy. Oh yeah, one other thing about the map, if you haven't caught on to it just by playing the game, if you have the map pulled up, the game is still running, so you can still be shot by enemies.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can also move and shoot and such. It's not exactly precise.
Well, that's certainly a way to try to play this game sort of blindfold.
With the map pulled up.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit. They actually, have the map on the side in the NES version.
All enemies down.
Yeah, in the Lynx version, as you could probably hear from us talking about it, it is a separate button that you have to hold down to pull it up.
You don't have nearly enough screen real estate to put the map on there.
Also
Yeah.
true. But you definitely start to really taking a look at the map is always one of the biggest things I would recommend you do at the start of any stage, because you can see particularly where the yellow dots are on the map, because those are your healing items, assuming you have the upgrades to have them displayed on the map.
Do you have to buy? Do you still have to buy the actual so you can actually see the map in that version?
Yeah, you still have to buy stuff like something to show you where walls are on the map, where enemies are. Okay. So you do have to still buy all that stuff. Where are we going on this map? I think we're going straight down this way.
Alright, let's see. Can I...
I'm officially at level 4.
Shot power, shot speed.
Uh-oh. Okay, I need...
Now I'm starting to lose... Damn it, really?
Some of the upgrades are permanent, by the way. The shot power, the shot speed, your walking speed, and your zap power upgrades are all... they're all permanent.
I need to double check if that's actually the case in the Lynx version, because...
I don't think so.
I thought they...
I did take some of them, and they don't stick around.
Yeah, I thought they were temporary, at least in the Lynx version.
Oh, jeez, that's awful.
Well, it's the Lynx version.
Do they still cost like 7 each?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll read out... I'll when I get to a shop again, I'll read out how much each item costs for you, so you can compare to the version you're on.
Well, so this right now, so...
Energy.
1 for key, 1 for monster mapper, 1 for guard mapper,
Yes.
1 for wall mapper, 1 for second shop, 1 for send buddy AS.
Oh yeah, I think that was a weird... God, is that what I'm thinking of? Where the send buddy a coin is like a weird multiplayer thing of sorts that they tried to do? Because it's great.
That sounds about right.
Right. For the list, 2 for slow percent energy loss, 5 for about 5 shots, 5 for 125% energy limit, 6 for move faster, 6 for more zap power, 7 for more shot power, and a grayed out 7 for 50% energy.
I assume the 7 for 50% energy that's grayed out is only available to you if you're under 50% when you finish a floor, since I don't think you get healed in between floors.
Sorry.
Interestingly enough, in the prototype here, I think I have infinite energy.
Well, what's the equivalent of your health then in that version? Because energy is what health is in this version.
Well, I mean, it's a prototype. I just don't think they actually programmed in a fail state.
Ah, okay. I gotcha.
Because every time it gets to 0, it replenishes.
Oh, I got a war. 15 coin bonus and 100% energy.
It also doesn't seem like you get the additional coins for clearing out all the enemies on the floor.
Ooh, this floor is pretty long. Ooh boy, okay.
Oh, back here again.
Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of walking for this stage in particular. One thing that some of you may have caught on to by this point, sometimes you'll see stages with 2 exits, but one of them's like behind a locked door. That's usually warp, so you can skip a few stages.
Yeah. I don't want that.
So you can
Level 7.
jump ahead a tiny bit. I think you can even skip some bosses like this.
Okay, so I gotta search around and try to find a key.
Now let's go and grab this key here. The less keys I have to outright buy, the better. Uh-oh. I'm getting the "you're low on health" beep.
Ah, yeah.
That's not good.
I'm close to a health pickup,
Needs
though.
food badly. I have not seen such bravery.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, you
Fuck fighting this enemy some more. We're healing. All right, we're back up to 100%. We're back in business. At least health pickups pretty much always max out your health.
Yeah.
Which also means you probably don't want to pick them up right away, depending on the situation. So that way you can just pick up as you get close to finishing the floor, so you can conserve as much health as possible.
Yeah, there's definitely an element of strategy to that.
I kind of wish you got the, or I kind of wish this played the key sound effect from Gauntlet, but I mean, they couldn't. I love the original key sound better.
I forget what sound played in the. I don't think it played the Gauntlet one in the arcade.
I don't think it does. Oh, frick. Please don't. Oh,
Nice, I opened a door and a robot was there to greet my face.
As they're wanting to.
Barking.
They just want to say hello.
Ah, the other
Very
right.
friendly, you know?
The other nice thing about warps, you get a lot of coins for it, and you get fully healed. I got 15 coins and 100% energy for taking a warp.
Ah.
So I've got 77 coins now because of that. So I'm rolling in it a fair bit.
The map actually tells you how much health you have.
Yep, that's your energy. Always want to keep an eye on that.
That's gotta be kind of a pain, not knowing how much energy you have until you actually look at the map.
I believe the dot in the middle on the back of your suit will tell you
Bless you.
when you're getting low.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's like this game's equivalent of a heartbeat sound when you start getting low, and then there's also a flashing button on your suit to tell you when you're really starting to get low on energy, when you're like 10% and under.
Flashback of Dead Space.
Oh no, I've become an
Oh,
iPhone
fuck.
now.
Okay,
I've become an iPhone.
Fuck, that's a problem. Well, let's take the warp and see if we can find anything.
Good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a worthless warp. Oh, that means I gotta go through the stage and find a key. Oh, boy. Alrighty.
I
also
I definitely.
I gotta make sure I survive long enough to pick up the energy as well, which... a little bit of a concern.
Well, I found out the select button does the zap.
2 levels to Master Xybot.
I think I just skipped the boss, because I took a warp. Which is apparently a thing you can do.
That is a thing that you can do.
What the hell? Okay, this is weird. The frick?
What?
I'm stuck in a box. Where the frick am I?
Living in a box.
No,
Yeah.
I'm actually stuck.
You are a boss, though.
Okay. 20% energy should be enough to at least pick up the health. Yeah, we're back in business now.
Oh, those were lives. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
I don't know
only...
what to do.
Pull up your map so I can...
Oh, no, right. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Yeah, I think that's one of the stages where you gotta use the warps to get to the exit.
There's no warps where I was.
You just
The
I'd like to actually give you the opportunity to even buy maps.
the warps are the
In the-
purple circle is on the map for reference tune.
I know. But here's the thing. I was stuck in a one-section box.
Ah,
Yep, you had to shoot one of the walls to get out, if I remember right.
Correct.
alright, let's get out of this place.
Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Is it wrong when you try to pull up the map and you
Ooh.
use a bomb instead?
Okay, it's now starting to dawn on me just how quickly your energy depletes. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to have,
The slow
Like,
energy depletion.
yeah. If
Yeah,
you don't have that, you lose energy a lot.
Freaking kamikazes.
yeah, okay, yeah, now I'm remembering that. That might have been one of the things that I kind of had in my build that I had going for this was slow percent energy loss. I think I basically had
One or
that, a
two.
bunch of monster mappers, a bunch of wall mappers, and that was the general build that I went with. Maybe a few keys to make sure I survived. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 50% energy as well, because I'm running low on energy, and I don't know if I would be able to make it to a, upgrade. Oh yeah, I definitely would not make it to an energy upgrade with ease unless I bought that.
Okay, I'm gonna
What
get.
does blaster-looking things do?
What?
Yeah,
Blast?
double shot, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
By the way, the energy pickups do get you up to 100%.
Yeah, they sure do, and I was going over that earlier, how you may want to be a bit strategic about when you pick them up because of that.
Yeah. I still have one more.
I mean, you don't need to rely on that as much strategy if you bought the upgrades to reduce how quickly energy is consumed.
Right.
Alright, back up to 100% energy.
Do you have all the options for buying stuff every single time? Or does it cycle?
What about,
When you go to the shop, does it give you all of the options available,
I
or do you
believe
have
so.
to...
yeah,
Oh, that's different.
you only have a handful of options when you go to the shop.
Well, in the arcade version and in this one, it almost feels random what the options it gives you, but in the arcade version, it's cycled. You could only get certain things at certain shops, basically. So it wasn't a guarantee that you'd be able to even get, like, say, a mapper or whatever.
And you have everything you could ever want in this one right out the gate, which I guess is one way that this game is made a bit easier compared with other versions.
Yeah.
A little bit of mercy.
Cool.
Because, like, basically after level 4, it stopped giving me the option to even buy the map.
You have no need for it.
And unfortunately, in this version, it does not fill in the map as you go.
I don't think it really does that in this version either.
Really? That's
Feels like it
obnoxious.
feels to me.
Maybe it does, but I pretty much always bought the show all walls, so if it does fill them in, I'm not
noticed.
okay. It is good about that then, because showing the walls I found to be something usually pretty helpful to know as you're going into the stage, so it's usually an upgrade that I bought.
You really want to be able to, whenever that you're on a soft time limit, and trying to find your way through a maze definitely helps if you can actually see where the heck you're going.
Yeah. Entering level 14. Oh boy, this stage looks like something. Where the fuck am I going in this? Oh, well, I guess I can make this a little bit faster on myself if I use a key. Yeah, we should... Do I even have a key? Nope, I don't have a key. I probably should have bought one since they are cheap as shit. Oh, well.
Eight.
Guess we're just gonna have to take the long way instead. Oh, no.
Having some shot repels is also really helpful.
I don't usually buy them just because I know, like, you only get so much coinage, and I don't really have a need for them, at least at this point in the game. Later on, sure, but when I gotta make sure, like, every coin counts, that's definitely something I cut back on. Since there's enough health pickups to at least keep me going for a good while.
There we go. I hate the shield fighters.
Yeah, they are aggravating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hear me arguing about that.
Hey, you're finally giving me the option to buy some more stuff.
Dude, this music though. Unfortunately, we only have like 10 more seconds.
Yep, time is almost out for this game. Which, hey, I reached the end of this floor right at time, so I guess that's convenience for you.
Damn, that's rough. I'm stuck in the middle of a floor, but
so hey,
turns
out I can give out a moderately good game.
Imagine that.
2006 could be wrong. It's Blizzard's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the stereotypes surrounding me aren't true, I assure you. The stereotype of bad games.
You can be pretty brutal sometimes.
They aren't always
That's
true.
just beside the point. Let's take a minute break, and when we come back, Polk's up next. See you guys soon.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Diane.
Da-da-da-da-da. What?
We are not in the Banjo-Kazooie world yet.
We're not on Star Fox 1 either.
We were German.
Right now, the only thing that's stuck in my head is Skibidi-Bop.
You ever get to play the Xybot arcade? It's kind of interesting because you get to do simultaneous play and there is friendly fire.
Oh no. By the way, time's up. We're back. Hello.
Hi.
Alright.
Let's get
Polk, what you got?
let's get the fourth game of the day rolling.
Yes. A little PlayStation game of my youth. It's been a long time. This game was starting. How can I say this here? They tried to be a little bit of a rival to the Grand Theft Auto series back then, mostly by the second and third game. But well, Grand Theft Auto now is Grand Theft Auto, while this game is mostly known for the scandal it caused with the third game. But the first one was pretty nice at the time. So I welcome you to another driving game for tonight. Welcome to Driver, You Are the Wheelman.
Oh boy.
You're the wheelman.
If this is the series I'm thinking of, I think I heard about what the deal was with the third game. If it's the one I'm thinking of, is that the one where it's like, it's so badly programmed that it's impossible to finish?
It is incredibly badly programmed. And part of the scandal also is that they bribed review magazines up the wazoo for this one.
Oh yeah, also that. I suppose that's a minor point.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
But yes, this is a bit of a game where you start to play around as a driver, as an undercover cop who used to be a race car driver. And it's like, you know, you're gonna be a drive-away car, so they're gonna get you underground and you'll be driving around for them. You're chased by the police, getting away from them, trying to get there in a hurry while now getting caught being solid, Metal Gear Solid with cars.
Beetle or rearmed?
I use Beetle.
Okay, got it.
Beetle works.
And either one should
Yeah.
hypothetically work, but it's the tried and true one for me.
And this is midlife PlayStation, so
Yeah. I don't know if Grand Theft Auto 3 was out during that time.
no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't because I don't think Grand Theft Auto 3 came out until
Grand Theft Auto 3 would have been the PS2, Xbox
2001.
era.
True.
Yeah, because it didn't come out until the PS2 era, and the PS2 didn't come out until 2000. So
And Grand Theft Auto on PS1 was like the top-down GTA style still, instead of
Yeah.
what we know it as today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Driving
the game
controls
is
for walking.
What's this? Leaky pipes?
On account of this being a game where a lot of it's going to probably be driving around, do we have to worry about copyrighted music at all in this game?
Wait, we do?
don't think so. It's mostly like disco tunes, you might say here, or 80s tunes.
Okay.
Don't know the year
What?
too much. Veritasu might know more on this one.
I wanted to be sure of that
I-
one before we started.
I've
I
not played
don't
it.
think-
Well, you know what?
It doesn't have any major bands or anything. I would know to be copyrighted.
Alright, if everybody's set to go, I'm gonna count us down.
Let me just
I-
put.
Yo, time, how's it going? Nice. How was your Mr. Triathlon pack? I saw you got something that you happened to get another triathlon. Nice, in brackets. Well done. Alright, starting this game then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Driver.
Let's see, I have undercover, car chases, training, cheats, driving games, take a ride, options, high score.
You're still the best driver.
The main story would be undercover.
Oh man. Voice acting.
Low life rumble in Miami.
Would I learn as I played, or do I need to go to training first?
Big getaway.
I'm gonna learn as I play, fuck it.
Maybe even some kind of hit. Some hood by the name of Lynx is in the
You know what they say,
You
baptism
really-
by fire. Oh, this is the one that has the pretty bad tutorial from what I remember.
Or rather what I'd call the anti-tutorial.
The
Welcome to the driving test.
Hold up, I'm gonna reset so I can look at that.
But no one's
Oh.
The tutorial I believe is in-game, not like a separate mode for the tutorial.
Oh, it's not in training?
Yeah.
Your badge.
Damn it!
Any questions?
Yeah, I learned a few things about this game because lately I've been on a kick of watching Rabid Luigi, who tends to do top 5s and top 10s of various
Yes.
aspects of gaming. And there's a few instances where he's talked about this game in one of and
Yep.
I know this came up in a worst tutorials and then the third game in games you can't finish.
Oh no.
So
not
the problem with this one being well, I don't see any immediate instructions on how you do the different tricks, so you just gotta kind of figure them out as you go. And also, if you crash into 4 things, you fail the tutorial.
Yep.
No way.
And of course, all of the time limits.
Also that.
Cool.
You don't get to cross all that list. You do not get to continue the story.
The car's wrecked. Get out of my sight. I'm probably gonna be here for a little while. Just trying to...
Does it not have analog options?
Friend who actually they actually had another friend who got this game. They never got past this tutorial.
Yeah, I can believe that. Just looking at how...
I'm a driver and you can't even drive. Get out of my sight. You're fired.
Yep. Game expects you to know how to drive.
No, there's wanted and then there's very wanted. Oh.
Film
Extremely wanted.
director.
Okay.
New York Police Department. All one word.
I at least found the horn button.
Beep, beep.
There is some merit to that.
Now I just want to play Mario
Good way
Kart.
to scare away pedestrians.
Oh good, I'm already running out of time, and I have only done 2 of the things on this.
Yep.
This is one that I did not get the chance to test extensively. I think I'm going to get a more authentic experience because of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, imagine there's a French kid trying to figure out what a slalom was.
I mean, these are like terms that not all of them I would be able, like, I obviously know like revert, like 360, 180. Those are pretty self-explanatory, but not all of these I would be able to just tell you, oh yeah, this is what this is, and this is how I do it. In the context of video game. All while in a very small confined space where I can only crash 4 times.
This game fucking blows. Let me go to training.
That's how it starts. I will give a small mercy. If you go under training, it will actually show you a demo of how to pass this tutorial with a controller showing what buttons are pressed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So you have
I'm gonna go and
mercy.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that. I think it's.
But
I mean, we always had to get the experience for a little bit of trying to figure this out without any sort of indication of which button does what.
Exactly.
Alright, so
Oh,
let's see this in action game. Show me how it's done.
teach me, Sensei. Can you try out the pad that he showed you?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense for what it means by slalom.
Yep. Gotta make sure to do it around 2 times. Dang it, coppers. Before we burn out, just hit the circle button. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I don't really like this.
Yeah.
The physics is so fucking awful. Nah, I'm just gonna go for take a ride.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing.
I'm gonna keep trying at this. I think it's still gonna take me a few attempts to get it just right, but at least have the general gist of what the game wants me to do.
Yeah, first shot, and that's how the game begins. It is horribly cruel.
Wait, I have a damage and felony even though I'm on take a ride? Come on.
Truth is, Tanner, 3 years on the department.
I kind of want to play some racing and Mafia now.
I'd rather play Vigilante 8.
This game is definitely a product of its time, I can tell.
Yeah. It evolved a long time since this.
Now let's get the slalom done, because that at least seems pretty self-explanatory of how it's done.
The one thing I have a huge problem with about the tutorial is that it does it all at once. I feel like that's a terrible idea. Like, if you want to teach someone, do it in bite-sized
Yeah,
pieces.
I kind of have to. Yeah, I've run into the problem of I need to focus my attention in different places due to how this tutorial is, because like I can't focus on the car and what it's doing and what I'm aiming for. I can't exactly focus on that, plus the trick list, plus the controller showing me what the controls are all at the same time.
Oh, cool. I'm now committing felony. What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me, Copper?
Maybe I'll give you a call.
Of course not, because you're stupid.
Apparently, running stoplights do not count as felonies.
No, they don't.
Apparently,
But if a cop
crashing
catches
into
you do
other
it-
cars does not count as a felony.
There was a cop that just went by, and for some reason, he's just like, oh, do-do-do-do-do.
No, but
Yeah,
drifting in front of one will be like, hey!
There's cop. Hey, cop. Wow, I didn't even do anything. He's just like, I don't like your look.
They actually lost me.
I don't like your mug.
Amazing police work, guys. Proud of you.
There's only paying the big bucks.
Can I crash into the water? Is that possible?
Hit maneuver. Oh crap!
No.
Roadblock.
Yup.
I hit a car. Time to run.
Okay, interestingly, I can get the 360 done, but 180 is being a bit weird with me.
You got brake on triangle for the 180. Reverse 180 is even more tricky.
Oh, there we go.
They lost me again. What a bunch of idiots.
They're cops.
Maybe I'll give you a call when I need a ride to the grocery store.
There's a man. This is totally Miami, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can get all these
Yeah.
tricks done, but man, what a lot of work for one tutorial.
Yep. It doesn't feel like a tutorial. It's more like we expect you to know how to drive a car. Show
Man,
us.
at this point, I'm surprised they didn't ask me to do like stick drifting.
Throw you into the deep end.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
thinking.
this is the only time to use that checklist mechanic in the game. There's nowhere else after that. It's only for this beginning part.
I'll give it one thing. It seems to be usually pretty good about, actually, like, sorry, I'm trying to focus on actually doing tricks. The tracking for it seems to be, not too terribly bad.
Oh, crap. RetroArch just makes you crash?
Yeah, I think I'm about dead.
Yeah, I think I understand how the controls are now, so I think I can do the tutorial.
And I wrecked the car.
You
Okay.
wrecked the car. Yep.
Reverse 180 is the main one I gotta figure out how to do now.
Okay.
I think
Should
once
I
I
go?
Nope.
once I have that one down, I can theoretically do, like, all these tricks.
I gotta say, not a huge fan of this game.
I'm assuming
Oh,
the second
maybe.
one improved on it.
The second one supposedly improved on a lot of things. It also actually allowed shit I did the fact that you could get out of the car, which this one does not. You're always in the car at all times.
Alright, I think I gotta go to the tutorial one more time to check on how to do a reverse 180.
Nice camera angle.
And then I should hopefully be able to do this, maybe, except then I'm gonna forget another trick, and then I'm gonna have to go check how to do that one again, and the cycle is gonna continue.
Yep, you're gonna remember the 180, but everything else is gonna be a blank.
Yeah, exactly. Training, car park.
I'll give it the fact that this acts as a neat little like film director thing if you wanted like B-roll footage of a PS1 game. But I
Director
mean,
part.
really, I can't see this being much else.
Why did you put a police guy there?
Okay. So Car Chases is literally just like if you decided to make a film of like all the stuff. Driving games? Pursuit, Getaway, Crosstown Checkpoint, Trailblazer, Survival, Dirt Track. Let's do Pursuit. Is that where I'm being chased, or is it where I'm chasing?
Okay, I see what I was messing up with the reverse 180. I thought I had to hold a button and steer. No, I just have to steer while in reverse.
Yeah. Ram him. Okay, so I am chasing someone. Got it.
Yep.
Why is there a time limit on this?
Yeah, that's another weird thing. A time limit, and if you crash too many times, you fail.
Yeah,
It is, Tanner.
it is. Oh.
We are 13 minutes in. You know, what if...
I'm going to move on whenever you guys are.
I want to at least get this tutorial.
So do I. I feel like I'm
Holy
close.
fuck, get out the way! Okay, yeah, no, this is... that's not worth it. If this game had better driving, or at least better collision and all that, this might be a better game. But holy fuck.
It was PS1 era too, so pretty early on that part.
Let's try Getaway.
But the fact that that's the way you introduce your brand new license game to your crew, to everybody, that was not a wise decision at all.
Yeah, definitely not.
That was questionable.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Once you get past that, the game is fine. But what a hurdle!
It's a big hurdle. Holy fuck, are you kidding me? Oh, thank you for unblocking me.
Alright, now I gotta remember how to do 360! Hey! I called how this was gonna go.
Oh my god. Then they give you a fairly tight time limit.
Yep.
Okay, how do you do the reverse 180?
You have to back up to get some speed, and then when you've got enough speed, you just hold left or right to do a reverse 180.
And you let go the reverse button. That'll give you that'll lock down your wheel and make you do the turn.
Cinematic game on a PS1? Yeah, surprisingly enough, this game had it. Not a good one, but it had it. Oopsie.
And it had 200 games. The third one, it caused some problems.
I'll give it this, it's ambitious in terms of, having a big city to pound in and everything.
Yep, it's actually got 4 cities. 2 of them you can't touch until you get far enough in the story, folks.
How's it so fucking hard to lose the cops?
How's it so hard
things
to
about
finish
Driver
the
3.
tutorial?
This tutorial is impossible.
Maybe I'll give you a call.
Do the reverse 180.
Okay. Yeah, this... Wow.
I did
I was able
it!
to lose the cops relatively easily, but this game is just rough.
Yeah.
Shit.
With like 5 seconds to left.
I'm curious, what things have you heard about Driver 3, Zant? Because now I'm fucking curious.
We talked about Driver 3 a bit earlier, Toon, if you were paying attention.
Unfortunately, I was focusing on how bad this game was because I was trying
I
to
think it was
away.
I think it was because while we were trying to load it up. But anyway, there's 2 major things about Driver 3 that it's known for. One is it's actually impossible to beat because of a programming error.
Oh my god.
Yep.
And the other thing is bribery for favorable reviews.
Yep.
Because
people were jumping way above the board to get preview copies of the game in order to review it, and they use that to their advantage to get favorable reviews. When the games actually came out, it was horrible. The backlash for that was immense.
Let me ask you this: was it unfinished? Was it unfinished? Was it unpolished? Or was it just straight up awful?
I believe it was unfinished.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean,
What
your
the
car would sometimes go through the level geometry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Xander said it unfinished. Oh,
Yeah.
what the
I believe
fuck?
that if you were on foot and getting knocked around, you were flying over buildings.
I kind of want to play now just to see how jank it is. What system is on?
I believe it was PS3 and Xbox.
Oh Christ. Okay.
Either PS2 or Xbox 3, but yeah.
Why is this so fucking jank? Why is it what looks like I'm driving a fucking Camaro in a dirt racetrack?
Because you're driving a Camaro on a dirt racetrack.
The publisher wrote something that can coincide with the release of the then latest GTA, I think. Why would you do that?
Wait,
They were trying
what?
to compete against it. They were thinking they were going to be the GTA killer. Guess
man,
how it turned out.
everybody was trying to be the GTA killer. I tell ya.
Let me ask this: what GTA version was this Driver 3 getting released with? I wonder how far it was.
Good question. Might have to double check the dates.
Yeah, I'll check. Hold up. I'm also gonna play a
If
little
you're
bit of
looking
music
for the
while I
name of
wait.
driver, look with driver with a 3 instead of an E.
Thank you. Checking. June 21st, 2004. 2004, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so I need to figure out which Grand Theft Auto was basically in 2001.
Probably Grand Theft Auto 3? That sounds like around that era.
Checking.
Surprisingly. Either that or San Andreas.
Might have been 3, because 3 is 2001, but I'll check San Andreas too. San Andreas was 3 years later, 2004. Okay, so it was 3. Okay, so I will give it the fact that GTA had a bit of a rocky start. It's not exact. It was never quite like what it was now. It had a top-down point of view and all that. But I will give it the fact that at least what it did somewhat relatively well. Well, I don't know for sure. Maybe I'll have to bring it into RBC at some point and really put that to the test. But really, a GTA killer.
Yep. That's what they're breaking on.
I'll tell you, Chinatown. Nice.
So, let me just see some of the reviews for Driver 3. Revere, not review. Good job.
Prepared to see some highs and lows there.
Holy shit. Metacritic, 57%. IGN, 5.4 out of 10. GameSpot, 5.4 out of 10.
Yeah, I believe it was PlayStation UK magazine that gave a really high for it.
God, the doing a
for
360
what?
in this game is clunky.
Lose the tail. How do I lose the tail?
Maybe I'll give you a call when I
You
need
should do a
Lose
better
the
site.
You cannot get the bandits back home unless you lose that tail.
So, Rock Paper Shotgun has actually done a Have You Played of Driver 3. I gave Driver 3, as I so cleverly called it, 23% in PC Gamer because it made a joke work. They replaced their E's with 3's, and we gave 23s with E's. Read the review strapline, and remains one of my favorite things I've written because I'm a big doofus. 24 wouldn't have worked. Scores are stupid. Driver 3, as grown-ups call it, was a spectacularly terrible game, and putting aside the entirely false as I have, I looked into it, accusations of bribery surrounding one review was widely and deservedly panned. This was an attempt to take the driving franchise into the realm of GTA, and as such, not really be about driving. One of my favorite things about this was the very first level. You were supposed to drive to some cop thing, but if you chose to go elsewhere in its open city, you basically turned up before the director had said action. The city is entirely free of other cars, the sun fixed low on the horizon, creating the spooky feeling of a ghost town at dawn. And yet there are occasional pedestrians in some areas who, amazingly, haven't had their AI switched on yet, meaning you could drive into them and they'd not only mind, but also not be able to die. The game only gradually got worse from this point onward, which was all the more amazing when you remember it was released on console in the same broken, unfinished state the previous year. Extraordinarily, a desperately flailing Atari had simply ported across the project all bugs and incomplete features intact. But if you played it, you'll sure have memories of it. Oh shit, that's amazing. So basically, fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's like they didn't even die.
Nope.
Look it up, San Andreas, which was released that year. San Andreas was released in 2004.
Ooh, so about the year difference?
I'm checking right now. I'm checking the driver release date. Oh, it was released on PC as well? Ew. Don't tell me that's real. Oh no, Driver 3 was released in 2004. I was wrong. So it was released in San Andreas. Damn!
Yeah.
Holy shit. And they were competing with GTA. Man, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, now you know what I mean.
Maybe I'll give you a call.
This
if you're
game
gonna
has
release
gone
a
through
game-
obscurity.
If you're gonna release a game that's kind of like it has some similarities to GTA. Don't release it in the same, relatively in the same period as GTA, because that is just gonna overshadow it so fast. It's like the game is the Sonic 06 to the Sonic 06 of Driver. I mean, that would assume that any of the Driver games are good.
Well, I think it actually did have a decent reputation, at least after Driver 2.
I believe Rabbit Luigi said the first one was the best received one. Second one did okay, but the third one was where it just, well, to use the term, shat itself.
Okay, let's do this then. I want to see the reviews for Drivers 1 and 2. So let's check those real quick. And all I'm seeing are reviews of Golf Drivers. Maybe I should have specified. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Wow, Metacritic. 87%.
I did it! I got through the tutorial! 25 minutes in!
Congratulations!
The mark of a great game.
Goodness, this is all going so fast.
Fast? I don't think so.
Is he looking up reviews of this series so he doesn't have to play the game? The answer is always yes.
What?
Are you looking at reviews of the game so that you don't have to play this game? And my response is, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, I can't. I can't deny that. But I am actually legit curious what other people did think of this. And Metacritic said 87%, IGN said 9.7. What about 2? Ooh, 2 did not do well.
Alright, so now that I have beaten the tutorial, I am satisfied with moving on if everybody else is.
Yeah.
If everybody else wants to, I'm good with it too. I'm slowly making my way up through traffic because there's a cop ahead of me and I don't want to.
Alright, I'm gonna mercy kill the timer then.
Damn,
That's
dude.
the gold. No. Right out of time, they spawned a cop car right in front of the spot. Why?
Alrighty, when we come back, we've got one final game for the night. Toon, your game will be up in a little bit.
Oh boy, see you guys in a minute. Jesus.
So, does the analog controls work for this?
I don't think so. I didn't have them work. I don't know.
That's the thing I don't
Yeah.
Seemingly, if you have the rumble feature on the controller, it will rumble if the cops catch you. But I don't believe the analog controls actually work on it.
But why?
There's like really a question you wanted to know.
You had the ability to use analog. Why didn't you?
Do you think they really cared?
But what?
Do you think they cared?
No.
There you go.
I really
sorry.
don't think they cared.
I'm sorry that the truth had to be revealed to you, but it did. By the way, hi everyone, welcome back.
Hello.
Crime and Nidley.
Well, welcome to one final game for the night. With Toon's game. You took a week off, Toon. You went off to we'll just say enlighten yourself with some games of yesteryear. We'll call it that. So what did you bring back with you?
Oh sure, that's totally what it is. Yeah, I can 100% guarantee it. Unfortunately, it was the opposite. I came to free myself so I can, learn about a lot of other things. Unfortunately, video games is not one. So I did some more digging around inside the old arcade pit vaults, and
you have brought to us a game that I don't think officially released to in the US, but was released in PAL regions, if I'm remembering my history with this game correctly.
no idea. I'll maybe search off later on. But how do you guys feel about a game called Gimmick?
Oh,
Mr.
my
Gimmick.
Gosh.
Gimmick.
Gimmick.
Ooh.
Why does that sound familiar, or why am I...
It is a Sunsoft game. That is hard.
Yes,
Oh,
it
no.
is. And yes, it is.
And it is glitching on me. Ooh.
It's got that distinctive Sun-South face.
Let's go to the menu real quick. You said it was in PAL, right?
Yeah, it's powerly, so
Let's go to options and set this to PAL.
it might be working. Like, I don't know which version of this I have, but because I'm pretty sure there's like a kinda US release, I guess you could say. Like, it's weird.
I'll try an NTSC first.
Give it a try. I see what's happening on your side, Polk.
Okay, I want to see what's happening on his side.
Hang on. I gotta do some cropping still, but let me just give you a preview.
Yeah. That's
Take a look at
Gimmick.
take a look at Polk's screen on this.
Hold on. Let me see.
I go. Okay.
Hold up.
It's getting worse. That's definitely not what's supposed to happen.
What the fuck? What the hell? I guess
So that's what you're in for.
Half the game.
Wow.
Right?
This is a revenge for the last game, I think. Everyone said no.
Somebody please clip that.
And it's already on PAL mode too, so I don't know what.
Is this even the PAL version of it, though?
Yeah, I don't know if it is. I unfortunately did not think to test that far into it because I totally put a lot of effort into this. I swear.
I'm not sure. This might be the MTSC version because this
Okay,
might be the Japanese
it looks normal now, so we're good.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. I am set to go when everybody else is. Hang on, let me double check. Let me check. Okay, I do have audio. It's just not on the title screen. I had to make sure of that. All right, I'm set when everybody else is. Then.
Says I'm gonna be.
Whenever you are.
All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gimmick.
Authentic entertainment, realistic from another world.
So the general idea is you have a star that you can charge up and throw, and it bounces along the floor, and that's your main method of attack.
Really good at using it. You can also use it as a platform.
There's a lot that you, I'm already dead.
Yep.
Yeah, Gimmick is unfortunately a game that has eluded me for the most part. Like, I've definitely played it on occasion, but I haven't really sat down and tried to beat it. God, this momentum is rough.
It slips and slides like heck.
You're gonna especially notice that when in the underground area where it's very easy to slide into spikes and die a painful, horrible death.
Ah, damn it.
Almost feels like it's trying to be like, say, a Sonic game.
I'm getting more Mega Man vibes from it.
I mean, like, with the
Maybe
speed
art
and
style.
the momentum part of it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, if you want to actually play the entire game, you have to, one, collect all of the... You gotta collect the hidden item in every single level, which involves some careful manipulation of using your shot as a platform. And you have to beat the entire game without continuing.
I got trolled.
Oh, you can push these. Lovely.
Otherwise, you don't get to play the last stage.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, that's
Of course.
yes.
You could call it the gimmick of the game, right?
Heh.
Gimmick.
Hey,
You game.
yeah, I got trolled. Oh, I saw what just happened to you.
Should have known, not the only one getting trolled. This game is ass.
Well, what's
frick.
that?
But this is I want to be the guy level trolling. Like,
I don't know if
Holy
I'd say it's
please.
quite that bad, but the game sure has its way of kicking you while you're down, we'll say.
It is Sunsoft.
Yeah.
They're not known for making easy games.
We have seen some other unforgiving Sunsoft games on here. Read Fester's Quest.
Wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard.
Well, we also had the PAL version.
But yeah, well, that is true.
The NTSC version, yeah, nobody would be happy with that.
With what?
The NTSC version of Fester's Quest.
Oh no.
Oh no, I died.
I'm doing better this time around, though. I made it up to where I got a game over with on my first life. So I feel like I'm making a little bit more progress. Oh, yeah, I found the boss.
Ooh.
And I died. Oh, good, that's not a checkpoint. Why would it be?
Why would it have a checkpoint there? Not this time, blah.
Right. Oh, I just send you off the platform. Alright, that's really easy when I can just damage tank.
It puts me right in front of the...
Alright, well, I'm into stage 2. I don't know if that's a blessing or not, but yeah, here we are.
Oh, hey.
Probably not.
Ah,
So
you made
look-
fast progress.
Experience.
Aiming your star just right to where you want it to go is way more of a chore than it should be.
It definitely requires a lot of practice.
Damn.
But I have seen people who have gotten good at it, and you can really use that star to
Heck?
all sorts of crazy stuff.
Oh, I believe it. I 100% believe it. Well, I'm on a boat with cannons occasionally raining down on me. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Okay, I guess up is the direction of the day to go.
Direction of the day. Yikes.
Holy crap, that's a
Right,
lot of
at least
stuff.
that works. Surprising me out of nowhere.
Ah, damn
Well done,
it! I killed an
Dakar.
enemy, dropped his cargo on me, and I died. Oh, that's a checkpoint. Okay, that makes more sense, I suppose.
This time you're a little so-and-so.
Ah! I got scared.
Alright, let's see what I can accomplish with one life left in reserve. Probably not a whole lot.
You'll have to try, right?
I mean, knowledge seems to be a pretty powerful ally to you in this game. Just playing a little bit further in to try to see if there's what's coming up so you can prepare yourself for the next big attempt.
Oh, damn it. Rip. Yeah.
I think I found one of those bonus areas for those items.
Sunsoft games are definitely... You have to approach them from the mindset of, okay, I've just bought this game, it's going to last me several months.
Oh, I found a pirate man. I might actually make it past the second stage.
So the hidden on the first level is a big flower, I take it?
Yes.
Found it.
Good job.
Nice. Shit. Ooh.
Okay, maybe this pirate man does not want me to live. Okay. I landed a bunch of good hits earlier, but then he just blocked all my shots. So it's like, okay, guess we're not making any progress today. I understand. Sounds like a deal.
Got killed by a giant green guy.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's ride the boat again. Maybe not die to cannons.
Is it weird that I can think of 2 games now on the NES where a girl is kidnapped by her toys?
What?
Her toys.
There's weirder premises.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
2 games?
Japan, how much crack have you been smoking?
Look, we after a while we
Yes.
kind of get used to Japan's shenanigans when it comes to the gaming industry.
Or as we like to call it,
Items?
Japanigans.
True, Japanigans.
Honestly... No, wait, this doesn't sound tame. What the heck?
How do I use the items?
You were about to say it sounds tame, and then you had to double back on like, wait, no, this actually sounds like complete horseshit now that I think about it.
Damn, I don't know how to use weapons. Or, not weapons, how to use the items I get. Okay.
They might-
can't use them?
They might be passive.
No, they're not passive. Select?
I tried select.
Does nothing.
Attack.
I know there are
items.
active items that you use, so I
Oh.
don't remember.
Damn it.
Time Stalker says up and
up
B.
B.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't seem to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't-
Get away from me.
Lovely.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I must have had too much health for it to work. Okay, I guess that makes a bit more sense.
Why are you chasing me? Why? Whoa!
Hi, friend, could you please get away from me? I do not want a hug today. Thank you.
Nice. I cleared a level.
Nice.
Ah,
You
damn
can,
it.
you can join us in Pirate Land now.
All right.
I'm getting close to the boss again, so let's see if I can.
Oh, jeez. Okay, don't
What the
stand on.
fudge am I supposed to do about that boss?
I think I get what they're going for, but perfecting how to do this is gonna probably take a few tries. Nope, never mind, I got him. You have to try to bap him on the head.
Of course.
Because otherwise, if you try to attack from the front, he'll block it with the sword.
Look, I'm just trying to live, yeah? I'm a little green booger just trying to live.
Look, I don't care if I do things the hard way time, as long as I get things done. It works, and that's what's important.
It just works.
Yeah, just trust me.
Yes, the talking coward gambit.
Nice. Oh, nice. I got a health refill.
Nice. Oh, as I see those.
Wow.
If you chase after the boss in the first part, he'll jump over and you can hit him before he lands. Okay. Okay, these are falling platforms. Gotcha. Oh. Alright, well. Can't use stars on you. Guess I'll just jump over you then.
Holy fucking leave me alone! Oh, what? What the hell? How did I do that?
This.
Huh? How the hell did I do that? I used an item, but I don't know how I did it.
Yeah,
Up and B.
I can't.
Ah,
If
damn
you
it.
don't have a star, hold up and attack, and it'll use up the item.
Ah.
Yeah, this, seems like a little bit of a step up in difficulty. Oh, here we go.
That was weird. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Damn. I don't know if I'm supposed to kill the guy or drop down the pit behind him. I assume I'm supposed to drop down the pit behind him to continue onward.
Oh, he's mad.
Doesn't
he's
make it
mad.
100% clear.
I don't know how to get that.
I didn't want to take a bath.
Okay, we're learning. Ugh! I forgot about logs, though, apparently, and how much they hate your guts.
They hate your guts a lot.
Let's go this way. Whoa, okay.
Alright, so these logs will fall. We know this now.
What's the difference?
Yeah, we were talking about that a bit earlier, time how getting the best ending in the game is a hard thing to do. Are you able to get extra? You have to be able to get extra lives in this game, right?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. Score based. If you can find the hidden items, I think you usually get 1 to 2 extra lives.
Yep.
Okay, because I was gonna say, beating this whole game without any extra lives to get the true. Oh, that was not a checkpoint. I see. But beating this whole game to get the true ending without getting any extra lives just seems like a tall order, and it already seems like a tall order as it is.
Yep.
Okay, I have no idea how on earth.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you
actually get-
give a full heal.
Dude, screw the fire captain!
Guess I'll just skip you. Ah!
Oh, I'm in a very different area of this now. Oh, okay. Oh boy, this is gonna get out of hand very fast, isn't it?
Yep.
I can already see where this is going, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
God damn, that's rough. Okay,
Just start over.
not yet.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, I go to the D-pad for like 2 seconds. That was a bad idea. Oh, cool. Thanks, buddy.
This. Fuck! No way!
You doing all right there, buddy?
I actually beat him. Okay, that's cool. I kind of wish someone could clip that, but I'll have to clip it later. So, here's what happened, okay?
Yeah?
I killed the boss, I got hit by him, I thought I died, I got pushed off, I got shoved into the water, I died, and yes, that did count! I did beat the boss, I'm going on to Area 3, I guess.
Well, have fun with Area 3.
Oh, shit.
The rare occasion where a double KO is in your favor.
Yeah, that never happens in video games.
Talking about.
That's like a video game design sin.
It's like having the boss to have contact damage on you.
Oh,
Ah.
my God, that bonus item. 2 lives for it. Woof. Yeah, that secret item, 2 lives, just for getting it.
Yeah, if you can get the hidden items, that helps. That helps significantly in terms of not having to continue. Which, granted, most of the stages aren't that long.
Owie.
Yeah, I'm noticing that the stages aren't too lengthy. They're just bullshit hard at times.
Yeah. Feels like your life wire is just an option. It's.
Man.
Okay, mind you, I'm on last life, 1 hit point.
Those arrows. Okay, okay, okay.
I can make it across the bridge this time.
Okay, thank God. I gotta be careful, though. Maybe, preferably, conserve health. Okay, I guess peace was not an option.
Peace was
Peace is never an option. Okay, I have. full
Sure
life
wasn't.
again.
Oh, that's just mean.
I expected that. Leave me alone.
Oh, that's a bomb.
Okay, what's down here?
You die.
It sure is a bomb.
Ow! Ow!
Alright, now that I know this boss is gonna slope down.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
Totally knew that's what it was gonna do to me.
Oh boy.
You hate this section? Ah, good.
3 lives.
I hate it
and
too. Ah, damn. Yeah, this section is rough. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But the beginning part of that checkpoint is the hardest part, barring the boss, at least until I figure out how the boss works. I think I'm starting to get an understanding for it. Ah, rocks. I forgot rocks.
I forgot logs. Oh, they do hurt me.
That's how.
When I holes.
Son
Yeah!
of a bleep.
Son of a.
Oh, finally passed stage 1.
Nice.
Hooray!
You did it. Now enjoy stage 2, because it only gets harder
This
from
game
here.
feels really long, even though it's probably like 30 minutes the most.
Yeah, we're just approaching the 19-minute mark for reference.
That wasn't Flowey. Huh!
Okay, at least you don't reload. Ah, that was a poorly timed arrow. Holy moly! Oh. This game is weirdly familiar to you, Time Wanderer. This is Gimmick, Mr. Gimmick for NES.
Yeah, get the timing down on that.
Okay, this is a problem.
Did you take it slow on that slope, or did you just rush through?
Oh, which one? Damn it.
One you just passed.
Oh,
Oh, hey, I got another
So
life.
my approach for this room is the first set of arrows. I like to wait it out so that it fires, and then I step on the bomb, and then I just book it to the end of the room. That's the approach that I found works best for me for this room. And then kill the guy at the end because he'll drop a health upgrade. Don't try to just sneak past him.
Yeah, that was Dio. Holy God.
Alright, well, I'm about to make it up to the last checkpoint of the stage, so good news there. The bad news is I'm on my last life again.
Lovely.
This? Okay. 2 HP! There's no way this can end poorly. Absolutely none
No way
whatsoever.
this can end poorly, he says.
It ends as exactly as poorly as he thought.
Sure does.
Try.
I mean, I didn't think I was gonna beat it on... I didn't think I was gonna beat the stage on this attempt, because I was walking into that checkpoint on my last life anyway, because the hardest part up to that point is the hallway beforehand with the crossbows and the... Oh, I got logged. That part is surprisingly difficult with the crossbows and the guy at the end guarding the next section. Good luck with it. I mean, hey, if you can kill... Alright, I feel like I should just take an intentional game over at this point. Because my ability to play the game has gone... Whoop.
Is that a good whoop or a bad whoop?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Okay, so bad, got it.
Good guess. You're catching on.
By the way, we're at 21 minutes, so if anyone wants to get the discussion time, I'm free to it.
I think we can wait till we're done with this game. Officially. Also, I want to see if I can at least make it past this stage in the time we've got left. Because I am having fun with this game, as hard as it is.
It's hard, but it actually is enjoyable. However, I'm gonna check out the reviews for it.
Also gonna casually point out that the music is pretty solid, which is expected from a Sunsoft game.
Yeah.
I wonder who the composer was for this. Masashi Kageyama? Is that name familiar?
Not familiar to me.
You can look up some of their other works.
Yeah.
In most cases, I'm bad with placing composers and what some of their other works are, so I'm definitely not the person to ask for if that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright.
I keep sliding backwards onto that little slope and falling into the pit. Spikes.
Okay, this is the best attempt I've had so far, I think, at beating this stage. I'm going to be walking into the last checkpoint of this stage shortly, and I've got 3 lives.
Hey, that's good.
I haven't really figured out how to damage the boss quite yet, and this section beforehand is still pretty hard.
There's not much in terms
Alright,
of...
finally.
Yeah, there's not really much in terms of games I've seen that he does. It's weird. Like, the only one that I can see for sure is Gimmick. But otherwise, I've seen that he does
Yeah, let's
some
also...
of his music in like Sunsoft music collections.
Are there like specific games listed? Because you can list off a few if there are.
Opaidia, Summer Trouble, original soundtrack. I never heard of a game like that. Otherwise,
damn
it
it.
looks like it's mainly just Sunsoft stuff.
Apparently they quit game music after Gimmick and went into photography and design. Says Time Wanderer. Well, that didn't go well.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Man, that's...
Alright, now it's time for me to see if I can figure out how to fight this boss.
Yeah, every time I hit the boss, my star just clinked off of them.
No open time, you would say?
Alright.
Oh, the guard.
Yeah, this
Every guy.
It might be a survive long enough. That was another idea I
hit him in
had.
just the right spot.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay, so I'm looking at the reviews for Gimmick. Nintendo Magazine System gave it a 91 out of 100, but everything else gave it not very great reviews. EGM gave it 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is actually pretty good. Famitsu gave it a 26 out of 40.
Beat him!
Nice.
Well, be the second boss.
Good work. Yeah, I just
I
got
found a
lucky with
really
the second
quick
boss.
shortcut to get to him.
Oops. Too much speed.
Nintendo Magazine, I hope I'm saying that right, gave it a 6 out of 10, and PlayStation Magazine, the Japanese cover, gave it a 18.5 out of 30. Probably garnered lackluster interest.
Shame, it's actually, it's a good game.
Interesting.
Okay, I just ran into a
That-
king slime on an ostrich wielding a knife.
That makes perfect
Lackluster
sense.
interest.
That was after I pummeled a dinosaur
was
to
never
give me a
an option.
ride.
That's sad, because this has an interesting, like, idea of what you gotta do.
One could say it has an interesting gimmick. It's the obvious joke, and you know that.
Yeah.
Is the low-hanging fruit.
Either
Yeah,
way,
you gotta hit the
it's
boss in like the
unfortunate.
top of his head.
Okay.
Bit, but who?
I knocked him off his ride, now I'm being chased by the King Onion with his knife.
Okay, yeah, I see the, I kind of have an idea of the position I gotta try to hit the boss in now. Actually, aiming that correctly is another story. Because it doesn't help that you're also battling while on a slope.
Of course.
Lovely.
I'm getting the hang of the section before the boss, though, at least, so... Progress is being made in that regard.
That's good.
It gives a bit of a Kirby feeling to it. A lot of graphics and movement.
Okay. Ah, nice. I tried to play aggressive and slid right into the water.
Oh, I think every 5,000 points will get you an extra life.
Ah.
Or every 10,000. Oh, piece of shit. I just threw away that life. You know, like an idiot.
Huh? I might have one last attempt at trying to beat the boss. We'll see. Because there's only about 2 minutes left on the clock.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get a game over, I think I'll be done.
Jeez, the enemies get aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine the game getting any easier with each passing stage.
Yeah, but they start using crossbows.
And mines. They're bombs. What? How did I not take damage? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to keep going.
Stop it. I'm pretty sure it went down. No!
Alright.
Ah, darn it.
That's fine. At least I'm gonna get my health back, so I can walk into the boss with full health, which... With how those lasers go... If I am, bad with my aim... Yeah, I think I'm gonna need the health if I can make it that far.
Yep.
But he always aims at where you're at, so you can dodge those relatively easy.
Yeah. I would definitely have an easier...
game.
I can imagine... I have to wonder, like, how much easier the fight would be if I wasn't battling on a slope and having to constantly make sure I don't slide into the water and instantly die. Because there is always that looming concern.
Yeah, that does tend to make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Looks like I can't actually do damage until he crawls all the way up and tries to hit me with the laser.
Yeah.
That's what I'm noticing, which might have been a... Okay, yeah. That was the big problem I had. I thought I could clock damage before he gets all the way up here. No, you actually have to wait for him.
And that's time.
I beat the boss of time, so I'll take that.
Hey!
Nice. Good work.
Good job.
Way to go.
Alright.
Time to go through the discussions.
Yep. Let me go ahead and pull up the games that we had for tonight. And let me grab the records. So that way we can discuss these games thoroughly, starting with Paris Dakar Rally Special. Yeah, that was a game.
That was special.
I refuse.
Call it a game.
I refuse to believe that is a racing game.
It's a racing RPG.
Yeah.
It is from that time where they were more than willing to experiment and just go, let's just throw everything at the wall.
Well, they threw everything at the wall. Unfortunately, like, only 1 or 2 bits of it stuck. Everything else just kind of...
Also, the beginning of it was convoluted. Like, all over the place as the racing sections were, and, like, how varied each of the stages were. Like, I thought that was, like, at least alright. My big problem with the game was the beginning of it. But it was actually, like, kind of alright once I actually got into the actual racing part of the game. Also, I'm gonna send this to a friend of mine who had to play this game at one point, and he may get a laugh out of it. Second game that we had for the night was Earthbound.
Classic.
A classic.
It's a solid classic. It stands as I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite RPG, but it is up there for best RPGs in my eyes.
It's
I
really
give it a fucking
good.
pickles out of 10.
We didn't really get to the good points of the game, but it's very nice. It brings back so many memories.
Yeah, the humor that the game has going for it really helps set it apart from a lot of other RPGs, and the setting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Game number 3, Xybots. Thoughts on that?
That was experience.
Futuristic gauntlet, 3D, third dimension, or third person point of view. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Got the lakes.
Sometimes.
I'm going to sound like a complete asshole when I say this, but Okami gave us a decent game.
I mean, I've said the same thing. Nick, giving us an interesting game.
I like Devilish. That was the last game I gave out with you here. I'm not gonna call Gym Power The Lost Dimension, which is the game I gave out last week. I'm not gonna call that a good game. After Xybots, we had Driver. You Are the Wheelman.
Oh, you are a wheelman, but you're not a wheelman.
No. No.
You touched all 4 times. You wrecked the car. Get out of my sight.
It got better once you got past the tutorial, but getting past the tutorial was...
That was like the last thing I did before we swapped games.
Yeah.
It's the anti-tutorial. The game expects you to already know how to play the game before getting to the game. It is bonkers insanity. Somebody passed for quality.
Again, even looking at the training, the fact that it gave it all at once instead of doing it bite-sized is really kind of dumb. Like, are you really thinking I'm gonna digest all of that, learn all the controls just like that, and do everything? Absolutely not.
I had to go into the tutorial like 2 or 3 times before I finally managed to pass the dang tutorial stage, and that was with me still screwing it up a bunch.
And imagine that if you had to do that without knowing that there's actual video within the game telling you what you're supposed to do.
I mean, if I was casually playing the game, I might eventually run into that, but we only have 30 minutes to play this game, I definitely would not have thought to check for that. It makes you wonder, why the hell did they not put that in the game, in that mode itself, rather than if you need to check it, you have to go back to the main menu, look at the video, remember what it is you need to do, back out of it, and then go back into the game, and then proceed to forget every single trick you just learned.
Yeah.
Again, how did quality let this go through? It is crazy.
It's a shame because the rest of the game is apparently pretty alright. It's just, I wish I could see the rest of the game. Last game we had for the night, though, Mr. Gimmick.
It's a good game. It's a good, solid game that's just quite difficult.
Good hard game is pretty accurate with it, which is pretty on brand for Sunsoft, so...
Yeah.
It's a quirky game. Maybe once you wrap your head around how the star bounce works, without screwing yourself over.
Getting used to the way the star bounces is one of the harder parts of that game, because it's not always the easiest to be able to make your mark exact.
Yep. And that lift trap, that troll, that son of a gun.
There's a lot of trolls and traps and all of that. It's just... wow. Sunsoft were kind of, like, they hated their consumers, I guess.
Alright, last up, rankings. Anon posted his ranking in the room, so let me go ahead and read that off for you. Anon's rankings are from best to worst: Xybots, Earthbound, Mr. Gimmick, Driver, and Paris Dakar Rally. What about me? Oh, right, I'm the next person in line chronologically.
What about me? Oh yeah, right.
All right.
I actually have to talk. Damn it.
Fuck. If we're going
Rewrite my things.
yeah. If we're going best to worst, I'm gonna say Earthbound's at the top. It is the only one of these 5 games I have beaten. And it's the only one I could say with confidence beforehand, like, yes, it's a good game. I mean, I figured Mr. Gimmick at least would be good. Which is probably what I would put at number 2, actually, Mr. Gimmick. Good but hard, as we so much learned from the many, many deaths. Number 3 is Xybots. I like it. Lynx port, probably not the best, but it's got some forgiving aspects in there, as it turns out. That was an interesting one, because we got to get the perspective of both the Lynx version and the unreleased Famicom version. So we got to see some differences between the two. Next one down the list. I have a hard time deciding which of the last 2 I like less.
Well, they're both driving games.
They're both driving games with really bad starts to them.
No.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
I'm gonna say Paris Dakar Rally is gonna be a bit higher, because I didn't spend as long on the bad part.
Yeah.
And Driver at the bottom.
At least with the rally, you will get there eventually. Driver, it's up to you if you're able to master the patience.
Polk, what about you?
You've got a pretty good order on that one here. Earthbound has to be the top of it here. It's an RPG, a classic. The comedy, the story, the battle system. It held up really well, considering the times. Number 2, Mr. Gimmick. It maybe once you get a hold of how it plays, die a little less. It might be a better quality game on it, but then we get lower on the list of games, and yeah, it definitely has to take the spot number 2. I will have to put Driver at 3, because I did get through the tutorial. I did get to play Cops and Robbers for a little while. And that part is fine once you get to it. Xybots I'll put on number 4. And I gotta place Rally at the very bottom, because that race is just so random, so unfair, so... ouch. That's only the start of it. Oh...
Toon, what about you?
Let's go from best to worst this time, right?
Yeah?
Okay. So, let's face it. We all know I'm gonna pick Earthbound as number 1 to start with. It's a classic. It has just the right amount of snark and everything else. It's kind of like you, Nick, in a way.
Oh, good.
It has kind of your brand
I don't know how to feel about this, with the marking for this game being that the game smells.
Well, the writing is what I'm really getting at. It's pretty interesting.
I wish we got to the cop that just goes on about people playing silly Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Man, alright. Next up. Man, honestly, it's a toss-up between Xybots and Mr. Gimmick. Xybots is pretty interesting in how it does everything. It's kind of like, kind of makes me think of Doom in a way.
An interesting comparison. I can kind of see the relevance between the two, so I'm not going to say that's completely off the mark.
Yeah.
It just has it, but...
I wish was a bit version of it.
If there's a remaster, I might try it out. That would be interesting. It's either that or Mr. Gimmick. Mr. Gimmick's interesting. It's, I mean, let's face it. It's a gimmicky type of game. You're kind of using physics out of a star, and the little orbs that are just following you, trying to kill you. I don't know why they're trying to kill you, but they are, I guess. There's a story I don't know about it, but it's interesting, but the game's kind of an asshole with its trolls and traps and every sort of bit of it. It's mean. And then there's the two games I really, really don't like.
Yeah.
You could flip-flop between these two, and I honestly don't care. Driver, You Are the Wheelman has got to be one of the worst driving games. Almost up there with... What the hell was that game that I put in? Midnight Club.
Midnight Club?
Racing.
Yeah. I thought that was the one you were talking about.
It's like a 3D version of Midnight Club Street Racing. It's clunky. Get stress. Shit. And then and the tutorial, man. Dude, fuck the tutorial.
Anti-tutorial, yeah.
Fuck the training, because the training didn't help me at all either. Make it bite-sized. Don't put it all at once. Come on.
Well, yeah.
And then we have Paris Dakar Rally Special. Yeah, you know what's special about it? It's special because it's soak. It's, as Nick says, it's so convoluted at the start. You have to have like a sort of to-do list. You have to go shopping for milk. You have to go to the bank, get 5 million. Oh, you have to go and get a sponsor. Oh, wait, you have to go to the sponsor, then you get the card, and then you get to go to the bank.
No, I'm so...
no, wait, before that...
Shit, it just occurred to me. I bought the sponsor, but they're past their expiration date.
God damn it! I need to renew my sponsor? No! But yeah, games suck, and also, fuck the racing part too! The racing part is... It kind of runs like one of those old arcade racers.
The stages past the stages past that first racing stage, I'm not gonna call them good, but it's got some variety.
Variety doesn't exactly mean good, just like a speech doesn't exactly mean intelligence.
Alright, how would you rank these, Veritasu?
I think going in order from best to worst. Earthbound is going to be number 1. It is a classic for a darn good reason. Brought a lot of very interesting ideas to the RPG genre. It's witty. It's got.
I actually want to add
charm.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to add in another bit of Earthbound trivia for people who didn't know this. And that is the anti-piracy measures for Earthbound, because we never actually did touch on this.
Oh, wow, yeah. Oh,
So, the anti-piracy measure for this game is enemies are harder, like, way stronger, but if you manage to tank it through and still make it all the way up to the final boss despite that, the game will crash. But not only will it crash, when you reload the game, your save file is deleted.
Yeah.
It is it is a cruel anti-piracy measure, but also get fucked, I suppose. Granted, piracy, I guess, is the way a number of people will experience. Well, maybe not as much as I joke about it, since it has gotten re-released to some form, because I learned about Earthbound, like, before the 3DS era, which I don't know if the 3DS or the Wii U Virtual Console, if one predated the other, but that was, I think, the next time it got re-released in any sort of form outside the original SNES version.
And I believe the Switch has its own online library too, if I'm not wrong.
I don't remember if it does. I don't really use it that much. I believe it's on the SNES Classic, though.
Yes.
Anyway, continue on, Veritasu.
Earthbound, it's really good, and honestly, it's got a really neat story, and it's got one of the most memorable final bosses ever. So yeah, Earthbound, really good. Next up is gonna be Mr. Gimmick. It's hard, but it's hard because you have to master. It expects you to learn and master the controls and, well, the gimmicks of the game. And once you get to where you kind of understand and can use the star throw and the momentum to your advantage, it actually feels really neat. It's one of those games where you have to work at it, but once you get to there, you feel really empowered.
Mastery of this game does look like it would be super satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up's going to be Xybots. I've long had a soft spot for this, and maybe not for this version, and granted, I didn't play the Lynx version. But I did see you guys play the Lynx version. The Lynx version looks like it's not half bad. The graphics look nice. Although not having the map on the same screen is kind of a pain.
You only had so much screen real estate with a Lynx.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
they did what they could.
Yeah, it's a decent way of dealing with it. Xybots it's fun. It's fun to dive into and just play for a while. It's 3D Gauntlet. Next up is gonna be Paris Dakar Rally. And a lot of that is admittedly based on the fact that I've played through all the game. So I know the different kind of stages and just the variety, the fact that every single stage is like, and now we're going to do something different from the one you just did.
And offer something completely different.
Yeah, it's just, it is so weird, it is so goofy that I can't help but adore it, even though it is incredibly frustrating, especially early on with those first two stages. And on that same note, last is going to be Driver, which... Why?
How do you fuck up a tutorial this badly?
I have so many questions. It was designed. The fact that the tutorial, when it has the controller, shows a DualShock controller with analog sticks that the game doesn't use. You're making a driving game. Why the crap don't you use the analog sticks?
Where we're going, we don't use analog sticks here.
And that tutorial is probably the most mystifying tutorial I've ever experienced. I'm glad I got to experience that. But seriously, it's like you said, it's like an anti-tutorial. It doesn't give you time to understand the controls. It doesn't give you space to understand the controls.
It doesn't teach you in that mode.
Exactly. It's just like, okay, show me that you know how to do all this stuff. How do I do it? It's my job to teach you. And to have a time limit. Why do you have a time limit? And a strict one at that.
Yeah.
It is mystifying. And I have to suspect that maybe Driver was kind of... I suspect it was probably a really, really neat to be able to play a game like that in '99 on the PS1, but man, that has not aged well.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I doubt it.
Well, thanks everybody for coming out. For anybody in the audience, since I see we got quite a few people here, who wants to possibly give out some games, possibly play some games, possibly make people suffer, possibly do the suffering. That's how you can do it. If you want to join the Discord for some of that. But what about the rest of you? What do you three have going on, starting with Anon, in your streaming stuffs?
Oh right, I don't do streaming, just this.
Yeah. And we're glad to have you all the same. What about you, Polk?
I need to stream more often here, I have to admit. I want to do some more offerings for Dollmaker's board here. I keep pushing back, keep procrastinating, too much Final Fantasy 14, but I also want to stream more because next week, I believe, is when the first job Fiesta for Final Fantasy V starts. And yes, I will be doing a run at least.
Yes, it is that season. I gotta get on submitting for Don't Make Us Bored. I've been lazy about that as well. Oops. Veritasu, what about you?
I'm currently... I mean, it depends on my mood, but the game I'm currently playing through is Paper Mario, and I'm doing that blind, so that's neat.
Sounds
Should
fun.
be interesting.
It's a good game.
Paper Mario is a pretty solid game, and so is Thousand Year Door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And unfortunately for Paper Mario is that a lot of people will say it goes downhill for Thousand Year Door.
I think Super Paper Mario is an alright game. I can definitely say it, it's not as good as Thousand Year Door, but I still see it as a good game. Beyond that, it's no man's land. Tim, what about you?
Oh man. So I'm kind of thinking about what to do. I think Sunday I might try doing just some more Leagued, which is just Splatoon 2, which is... Well, I'm looking to die.
I mean, that's Splatoon for you.
Yeah, that is Splatoon. But at some point I do want to get back to opening up the randomizers, so, you know, at some point I might just pull out the randomizer, play through some weapons, and then probably hate myself. So, who knows what'll happen, right?
Alrighty, as for me, I've got a Gelgium Falls mystery tournament race tomorrow. It's gonna be myself, Chaos Defrost, Zero Gravion, and Genie. The four of us will be playing something for about 2 hours. Maybe it'll be multiple games, maybe it'll be one game. Depends on what type of pack we roll. Actual stream over here, though, outside of that, will be next Wednesday's Time Attack race, which, if I'm not mistaken, is when we're going to be racing Toe Jam and Earl for Genesis. A early roguelike game, and a pretty good one at that.
Yeah.
And a occasionally frustrating one, so that will be fun. And I will definitely not yell at the game. That definitely won't happen.
Promises. Oh, you reminded me also for me, tomorrow is going to be with the Smite Triathlon race.
Yes, I am sad I'm not going to be able to catch that live, because that's going to be, I believe that's going to be at the same time as my own tournament match.
Odds are timing, I know, but which means I won't be able to watch yours either, so
Well, that's what we got VODs for.
Exactly.
Alright,
Alright, I'm gonna throw you all on my side over to Terravan. He is doing some GBA games. So go check him out. And I will see you all whenever I'm live again for more stuff. And I'll see you next week for next week's installment of Retro Book Club. See ya, everyone.
Later.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.